Yeah. Can we start, Preeti?
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So I hope I'm audible to everyone. A very happy good morning, everyone. On the behalf of Team Just Agriculture Education Group, I Preeti Vats cordially welcome you all to the day 8th, the Sunday session of 15th Days International Training Program, Agritech 2050, a next generation training for agripreneurship and innovation horizons from 5th May to 20th May 2024, organized by Just Agriculture. So it is jointly organized by Sri Konda Lakshman Telangana State Horticulture University with Just Agriculture Education Group and Agro-Environmental Education and Farmers Welfare Society. So let me just briefly introduce you about our organizers. So at the first place, we have Sri Konda Lakshman Telangana State Horticulture University. Its headquarters is in Mulugu Siddipet district, named in the honor and memory of Sri Konda Lakshman Bapuji, veteran freedom fighter and Telangana protagonist. It is the only horticultural university in the state and fourth in the country. The university comprises of 2 horticultural colleges and 2 horticultural polytechnics. Concerning the research part, the university has 11 research stations, each focusing on conducting need-based, location-specific research on production, protection, post-harvest technology, and value addition of mandatory horticultural crops. Apart from that, the university is bestowed with 6 All India coordinated research centers working on mandatory crops like fruits, vegetables, tuber, and flower crops. On the second hand, we have Just Agriculture. It is India's largest agri-professional platform with 8 lakh plus readers and 80,000 plus members in its LinkedIn community. It offers a platform to share about the agri innovations happening in the world. The lush of our company's enthusiast is enthused with a warm energy to channelize all the innovations, technicalities, emotions, and even the unheard chords and unseen blaze of the farmers. Just Agriculture, the magazine, has published 10K plus articles from the academicians, researchers, and students of ICR universities. Just Agriculture is widely circulated among the farmers, professionals, and academicians among the 28 states of India and 63 countries globally. Till now, Just Agriculture Education Group has organized 7 DP programs, 9 workshops, 14 international trainings, and 6 international conferences, and also the co-organizers of many government-organized expo and summits. In a span of 2 years, Just Agriculture successfully provided training to more than 50,000 plus students and other agricultural stakeholders in collaboration with India's most reputed government institutions like ICRISET, NARM, NIPHM, Manage, IRRI, PGTSAU, NAHEP, VNMKV, Prabhani, Utkarsh Agribusiness Incubation Center, Dr. PDKV Akola, Dr. RPCAU Pusa, MPUAT Udaipur, SKUST Kashmir, and many more such institutions. Now, after this brief introduction, as you already know, India, which is representing a critical pillar of our economy, employs a significant portion of the population and contributes substantially in the country's GDP. However, this sector is plagued by inefficiencies, outdated practices, and inadequate access to modern technology and techniques. Small and marginal farmers who constitute the majority of India's agricultural workforce often lack the necessary skills and knowledge to adapt to their challenging market demands, mitigating the risk and maximizing their productivity. So in this context, I am delighted to introduce you to our training program, which is the initiative aimed at revolutionizing skill development in the agriculture and its allied sector. So our motto of this Agritech 2050 is to help early career researchers in improving their knowledge and to develop participants with their knowledge and skills and the other tools which are necessary to thrive their knowledge in the evolving landscape of agriculture through the Agritech innovations. So this was the introduction of all about the conference. So now it's a better time to acknowledge and move to our subject matter. So let me just invite our distinguished speaker, Devendra Kumar sir. He's the CEO of Fresh Today. Sir, I will just a brief introduction about you and then I will invite you for the talk, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, we have with us Devendra Kumar sir, the CEO of Fresh Today. Sir has master's degree in business management, marketing and related sports services from Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. Sir has a rich experience in retail and MFCG, sales and marketing, MFCG channel management, business development, sourcing, buying and merchandising and brand management. Sir has an exposure to traveling across Europe, the Middle East and Africa, taking care of the exports of the US, India, Qatar, Oman, Iran, and handling profit centers for the big supermarkets. Sir is an adaptable, inclusive leader whose ability to operate at pace and build strong relationships enables for the transformational change. So, sir, Team Just Agriculture welcomes you to the digital platform. We are honored to have you join us today with us, and we are eagerly anticipating your talk, sir. So, therefore, here I request you join us on this platform and address all of us, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Preeti. It was a great introduction, but I'm as normal as usual as anybody. And this is my third year doing this session for Just Agriculture. Thank you for that. It's all about sharing the knowledge I've gained over a period of 26 years with FMCG and retail companies, right? And shall we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
So this time I've put a different caption and different title to my presentation. I would like you people to join Indian growth story of agriculture. And I also just moved back to India, joined the new assignment for the Fresh Today, which is I will also talk about end of my presentation about Fresh Today and how this community can be part of the growth journey which I'm planning to start. I've joined the group 2 months back, so I will also talk about the vision of that. So with that, today's entire journey would be about. I will take you through because as this is a knowledge sharing session and upgrading skills of all of you in terms of opportunities across various things, various industries. So I want to take you people through retailing and what is retail, what are the various functions of retail, what are the various names in retail, who are the top retailers, and what are the various functions in retail which will actually create opportunities for employment, and what are the skills you need to acquire in delivering in identifying and taking over those opportunities. So before you jump into retail, if you can understand, Preeti, it is not MFCG, it is FMCG, fast moving consumer goods. So fast moving consumer goods are anything actually starts from factory. From there, it goes to a central warehouse. And from central warehouse, it gets distributed. And it gets distributed to retail stores and offline, that is physical stores, and to online stores. And finally, it gets delivered to customers. If this you understand, this is also called channels of distribution, flow of goods, all of this. Now, what is retail? Everybody now, it's a big buzzword last 10 to 15 years, retailing. So retailing actually evolved from a French word called retalia. Preeti, could you see my presentation? Is there any challenge? Is it moving?
Sir, we can see your presentation, sir, but the voice has some issue with...
Voice, I will try to increase my voice. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir, it's fine, sir.
So retailing is all about talking French word. It has actually come from French word called retalia, which means break the bulk into units. And it's also talking about sales of goods from a single point, which is malls, markets, department stores, and finally to consumer. So there are two types of retailing, which is modern retailing now, which is about discount stores, hypermarkets, supermarkets, department stores, all of that. And traditional retailing, which you people have all seen for so many years, which is mom and pop stores, next door retailers. What are various types of retail outlets? Supermarkets, hypermarkets, departmental stores, apparel stores, discount stores, wholesale clubs, specialty stores, and e-commerce retailers. So supermarkets, I know you people know, small format, around 2,000 to 3,000 square foot, which will normally focus key things about food, grocery, FMCG items. Hypermarkets are large in size, which is close to 30,000 and 40,000, close to a lakh, which has multiple categories, right from food, fresh produce, non-food, plastics, utensils, crockery, which will actually target full monthly needs of a customer. And departmental stores, which are more related to lifestyle, fashion stores, lifestyle stores, all put together, we call departmental stores. In India, examples are Shopper Stop, Lifestyle, that kind of stores. And apparel stores, very specialty, all your clothing stores, that are called apparel stores. Discount stores, which your major focus in discounting promotions. DMart is one of the examples for discount stores. There were some wholesale clubs like Metro, now Reliance, Mart, all earlier daily stores of Walmart. All of them are called wholesale clubs. They were actually allowed for helping the small retailers. They're mostly target to B2B, business to business. There are specialty stores like bookstores, music stores, all of them are sports stores, and then e-commerce. So if you know about this, now let us see how Indian retail scenario has evolved over a period of time. Now, in terms of overall retailing, India is fourth in terms of retail size, overall GDP. Retail industry is growing at a average of 10%. Still, if you look at Indian scenario of organized retail and unorganized retail, India is at 91% of unorganized retail. That means still this local kirana shops, local shops, wholesale shops, they're all contributing to 91% of the business. And it's only 6.3% is which is organized retail, which is your new age supermarkets, new age hypermarkets. And now the e-commerce or e-retail has actually taken up to 2.4%. Approximately 9 to 10% of the people are employed in retail sector. So this is one important slide which you can really understand. Look at the journey of entire retail story in India. This is actually it's calculated in US billion dollars. So 2013, Indian, the big chunk is the traditional retail or unorganized retail, whatever you call. 98.4% was with unorganized retail, and only 1.6% was with modern retail or so-called new stores, new chains. 2019, in 6 years, it jumped to 4%, which is 4% of share, which is modern retail, and sales also have doubled to 603 US billion dollars, and 0.3% was e-commerce. Look at now, almost 2024 now, sales have grown to 790 billion dollars. Organized retail from 4% has jumped to 6.3%. And look at the e-commerce jump. Post-corona, e-commerce has really taken off to 2.3%, which is, the e-commerce is like this now, which was 1.9 billion in 2019. Now it has touched 18.2 billion US dollar in 2024. So the jump is huge, close to 50% in 4 years. So how does global perspective? Global perspective, organized retail industry is 70% and unorganized is 30. So it is opposite. India is 90% unorganized and then 10% organized retail, but it is globally it is 70-30. And Middle East is close to 45 and Africa is close to 10%. So I've talked about retail. I thought I will also give you a small snippet on international companies. Walmart is by far number one global retailer who's present in US, close to 500 plus billion dollars. 2.3 million people work in the company, 11,700 stores. So by far, they are the biggest retailer. They are in the hypermarket model. In India, they operated wholesale model, but now they've exited India after selling it to Family. So Costco is number two, again US company, and then Kroger, Amazon, the first e-retailer who's there in top 5 retail across the world is Amazon. And then Lidl is a German retailer which are into discount. There are more of a discount stores. They have last few years, I would say 10 years, they've really grown into a good recognition. Then Walgreens, it's a pharmaceutical company. They're also in US based company. Home Depot, again US based company. It is more into hardware and more of home. Aldi, again a discounter, which is present in 18 countries, 10,000 plus store. They are also in top 10. And Tesco, British retailer. In India, Tesco has a partnership with Tata's. They are called Trend or Star Bazaar. And Carrefour, French retailer. They were in India, they exited, but they are very strong in Middle East and Europe. So this is about top 10 global retailers. Now let's talk about Indian heroes, Indian retailers. Reliance is by far, they are into multiple formats. They are into Reliance Fresh, Reliance Mart, Reliance Electronics, Reliance Jewelry, Gold, Fashion, everything. They are now close to 2 lakh, not close to, they have even crossed 2 lakh crores per annum, only retail. So it's a massive number one company which has really exploded into market last 10 years. But very good story talk about is DMart. They are close to, I think, 49,000, close to 50,000 this year they will clock. 50,000 crores per annum. It's a discounter. Started way back, I think 10 to 12 years back. And now they've really evolved. They're very big now. Started as a few stores, now 350 plus hypermarkets across. And Aditya Birla Group is a fashion retail company. Shoppers Stop is a departmental store. And as I told you, with the Tesco Group, Tata has tied up. There, as a brand, it's called Tata's supermarket, but sorry, hypermarket. But it's also called as Trend and Star Bazaar. B-Mart is a fashion store. Chroma is an electronic store. More you know, it is a supermarket chain present across India. So now in e-commerce in India now exploded big time. As I told you, 2.5% of Indian retail is with e-commerce now. Amazon, Flipkart, Big Basket, Snapdeal, Myntra, all of that. So I've talked about international retail, what is retail, and I've talked about Indian retail. I will also give you a snippet because I'm now into South. So this is about Tamil Nadu. There are, and that too food retail. There is more. There is KPN, Reliance, Grace, Spar, and DMart stores. And complete South Indian market into food and grocery. This is how the entire spread is. It is really evolving. Multiple brands are there and which are doing very, very well. If you want any questions, I can stop for a minute here. Okay. So now as you understood what is retail and what are various brands, how the retail market is growing, what is the size of various companies. Now I would talk about the details inside a retail store, retail company, and how various functions work and what are the skills required by you people to get into those functions. A typical organization chart of a retail company is like this, which is board at the helm of affairs at the top of everything, and a CEO like me or like any professional which is leading the entire operations. And the functions, if you look at the functions under them, buying and merchandising, supply chain, operation, that is retail operations, marketing, finance, HR, and IT. These are broadly the functions. Some companies have little more engaging functions, but this is how broadly any supermarket operates or a retail operates. Under buying and merchandising, there is merchandising planning and replacement, and there is category managers. And under operations, there is regional managers and store managers. So I'll take you through each function and what are these functions, and then we go to the next step. So buying and merchandising is one of the critical functions which is into buying, and merchandising means displaying the products inside the store. So buying is about what to buy, how much to buy, when to buy, from where to buy, from whom to buy. So for example, to give a small perspective, we are opening a hypermarket or a supermarket inside one town, a town, let us say Pune, and inside Pune, one street. So we, the buying team, go to that area, go to that catchment, which is 2 to 3 kilometers. If it is hypermarket, 5 kilometers. If it is a supermarket, 2 kilometers. Understand the profile of customer. It is also called understand the socio-economic classification or profile of the customer. So we do that. The buyers do go understand who are the customers living, what is their social status, what is their economic status, and what is their culture status, what kind of food they eat, what kind of goods they do. So they see the competition, they talk to few customers, understand what is required. Basing on those understanding, the entire buying will happen. So they will buy the goods, they buy the grocery, they buy the dolls, they buy the fruits and vegetables, they buy the FMCG products, they buy all the processed food like biscuits, confectionery, oil, all those stuff, and then put into the store. So basic fundamental understanding of buying is to understand customer needs and solving the customer needs through the goods. And then how to display, how much to display is called merchandising. So displaying. Then comes operations. Operations is about store operations. So right from store opening to closing, manpower, store upkeep, store display, store visuals, store cleanliness, everything is under operations, store operations. It is about store manager, cashiers, support staff, and then area managers. So this is a very important job, and we also call as a growth job, very customer facing job, hardworking and customer facing job, but lot of opportunities in this. Supply chain, you understand, buying, as the buyers buy from various suppliers. So the supply chain team receives the goods, puts them into distribution center or warehouse, stack them properly, and supply them to various stores. So complete supply chain, right from buying, receiving goods, to storage of goods, and distributing goods to various stores, various markets, is called supply chain. And you understand finance, complete management of finance, right from arranging the funds, utilization of funds, controlling the funds, and putting up control measures, also supplying or publishing the monthly management information system like P&L. All of that comes under finance. Very important function. I would say back end function. So first three are front end or growth functions. Next, including marketing. Next three are back end functions. HR, you know, human resources, very critical. In a retail store or a retail company, it's a people oriented company. Typically, in a supermarket, 20 to 25 people will be there. In a hypermarket, close to 150 to 200 people will be there in one store. So recruiting right people with right skills, training them, seeing that they are developed well, seeing that they are doing well, they are engaged well, and then looking at their development story and rewarding them is all about HR. So information technology now has huge scope. It is, the scope has actually multiplied. It is a clear enabler for doing the business in a better manner. So I would say it's a enabler. And then marketing. So we know we have, so for example, marketing is about communicating our values, ensuring that all the customer needs are met through our brand, and also telling the customers, telling the market that we have X qualities, X values. Please come and shop with us. Please engage with us. So it's about marketing. So this is broadly various functions in a retail store. So what is various for any Indian retail market? Food and grocery is the major contributor. Close to 65% comes, and apparel and footwear 10%, electronics around 9%, jewelry is around 7%, furniture, furnishing, others around 9%. I'll take a small pause here and I'm going to tell what are the opportunities. Now I've explained the complete retail inside story of retail. Now we talk about various opportunities in retail, which is the functions which I've told you. So as I told you, buying function, operations functions, quality control functions, marketing, store merchandising, e-commerce procurement, and analyst. So what are the various skills required for entering into retail? These are the general skill sets, knowledge, which skills and knowledge required to enter into a retail store or a retail company. And then I will also plug them or connect them into each function. These are the general skills. We need to understand the business management and fundamentals of business management. We should be a good communicator, and you also need to have good negotiation skills, leadership skills, analytical skills, interpersonal skills about managing colleagues, managing seniors, managing juniors, customer service. This is a critical part of retail, and commercial acumen, understanding of margins, understanding of promotions, all of that. Also, you have to be physically strong to manage front end, and definitely computer literacy. So then if I map these functions and the skill sets, then the students or people who wants to enter retail can understand how they can function in this. So the buying function, which is the core, as I told you, buying or e-commerce requires these are the skills. They need to understand, have the basic business management understanding, product knowledge. Of course, they have to have a good computer literacy, commercial and analytical skills. They should understand margin structure, how margins operate, how negotiations can be done. So they should be a good negotiator, talking to suppliers, talking to vendors to get better products at a better price so that they can offer good margin, good discount to customer, good value to customer. They should also have good communication skills. If you have these skill sets, if you want to enter buying function, these are the skill sets required to enter a buying function. Store operations, which I said the core, which is a customer facing store function, which they require good communication skills, definitely product knowledge, computer literacy, customer service orientation. This is one clear demarcator, because every day some stores will have close to 800 to 1000 plus customers. In a hypermarket, 4000, 5000 customers come into your store daily, day in and day out. If you don't have that patience, if you don't have that attitudes towards servicing customer, this function you should not enter. If you have that kind of communication skills, orientation, service attitude, definitely this is the function you will do very well. I started my journey in customer service in as a store manager, in fact as a salesman, and now I'm here. You also need to have good supervisory skills. When you become a store manager, you will have 25 plus 150, 200 people under you. So you also need to be able to manage them, motivate them, put them, train them, see that they are doing a good job. So you need to have good leadership and supervisory skills. But all said and done, you should be strong, healthy, so that you can work at least 10 to 12 hours in a store. So this is, if you have these kind of skills, this is the function you can put into. And you being from a agri background, quality control could be one of the area, one of the function you can enter. So definitely product knowledge. So being from agri backgrounds, if you are an agri student, so you understand food, you understand fresh produce, quality of fresh produce, how it is displayed, all of that you can bring into quality control. You can also do quality hygiene and Safety, you can bring in quality, hygiene, and safety knowledge. And you should have computer literacy for everything. This is very critical. And you also need to communicate with various functions. Marketing, yes. Again, business management, marketing subject knowledge. You need to be creative in telling the entire story about your company, story about what problems you're going to solve, and how do you communicate in various media platforms, social media, offline media, local media. You should have very good creative and communication skills, both written and spoken communication skills. You should be computer literate. And now, this is the last one, which is really evolving now. Management information system and analyst. This is actually really taking up. Actually, in during one of my stints, I worked as analyst. I was doing dashboards to various CEOs around 2 years back. So we need to know this is a completely. You also can now AI, artificial intelligence, has taken over big time in this. So you can do analysis to help the various functions to make decisions. What is the right decision in terms of buying right product, right margin? How do you manage your inventory? How do you manage your finance? Everything can be done. Even demand forecasting. How much you should buy for the month? How much you should buy for the day? How much you should buy for a week? Can be done through these analysts. So this is really evolving with the computer knowledge, computer literacy, and AI knowledge and demand forecasting knowledge. This is going to be a sort of the function. And if you have that energy and if you have that skills, you will definitely succeed there. So now I will take a small pause. I will also have a small session on my own company, but I'll take a small pause here and talk about any questions you have. Pretty 5-10 minutes questions, and then we'll talk about my present company, how everybody can join.
Sure, sir. And thank you so much for this short session, sir. It was wonderful, sir, actually. The practical tips that you were giving, it was very wonderful, sir. So thank you so much for that. So dear participants, if you have any queries, please put in the chat box, or I'm just enabling all of you. So you can unmute yourself and you can directly ask also. So both the things, the chat box is enabled.
Yeah, okay. Let me see
So
the chat.
we'll just wait, sir. If you just please look into, sir, if you have any DM question in your DM, sir.
Dev, this is PS Chakravarti.
Hi, Chakragi.
Are you listening me?
Yes.
Congratulations. It shows the craze that participants are almost 90. So it shows the craze of you. And another thing is, I got two questions.
Yeah, please.
One thing is, what's the role of advertisement in the present scenario of the market? And how much percentage the growth will be before advertising and after advertising profusely? And the second one is, what are the major hiccups as a CEO in the present market with you?
Okay, good. So basically, advertisement, I would put it as a marketing thing. So as I briefed you before, so marketing is a critical function of, if you go back to original definition of marketing, is about satisfying customer needs through an exchange of goods and services. That was the original definition. Now it is really evolved. So it's about, if you look at the original definition, and now it's about solving the customer problems through your solutions. If you are bringing the right solutions through your products and services, solving the customer problems is one. But how do you communicate, how creatively you communicate your product story or your narrative to the customers make you successful. So you can say, I'm a supermarket, come and visit me, promotions. No, it is now evolved. You should tell about what is your story, right from farmer to fresh. We can say farm to plate, farm to table, and we go through various quality checks. We support quality initiatives. So you bring the narrative. You also bring about health narrative, freshness narrative. So explaining that in a creative manner is what. So your second question is about advertising. So advertising, when you can tell your story in a creative manner, always advertising normally in a year when we put up our plan, we spend close to 2 to 3% of our sales in advertising and marketing. And the jump what we get is roughly around double digit 10 to 12%. But in the beginning stage of your store, it is close to 15, 20, 30%. But when you start maturing over a period of time, it becomes single digit. So because you will become old, people would have visited you. So it is that. And coming to your last question, it is really challenging. Now, as a CEO and the retail space is really big now. So many players are doing. So first is to make your niche, make your place for in this big busy market or big organized retail market is also challenging. So you need to have a clear story about your company to sell to customer. Second, you also need to recruit good people. This is a critical thing. You need to have good a team with you or entire team people orientation. So getting good people to you is a very tough challenge nowadays, because even after 2 months I'm at least 40 30 to 40% of my time goes in recruitment, right selection, advertising. This is one of the forum which I'm trying to address people, getting quality people into my role. And the third thing is also availability of good software in India. That is, it is there, but selecting the right one is one. And of course, getting funds. So these, I would say, put into perspective, these are the 4 words. Hope I've answered your questions.
Well, thank you, Dev. Thank you.
Any more?
Thank you, sir, for patient answering.
Sir, how do you decide from whom and from where to purchase?
How, again, please, Garrick, Dr. Garrick, please.
Yeah, how do you decide from whom to purchase and from where to purchase? On
Wow.
what basis do you decide that?
Fantastic. Very good question. So this is what I was telling in the buying, basically in the buying function. So let's take one typical example and then answer you rightly. Now, if you look at FMCG industry, fast moving consumer goods industry, and again go to one particular category. Let's go to the category which everybody know, which is detergents. So first is to understand in the detergent category, that is wash category, cloth wash category, who are the top brands in the market. You will, as an industry expert, you will know, or there are various market intelligence companies which gives you feedback on who's number one. So go to top 4. First one is normally Hindustan Unilever, my first company, then Procter and Gamble, then various companies. So decide on which company, what brand you want to procure, then go to either company directly or to the distributor, go and buy. If you want to take more examples, I can do. But first is to understand who are the top guys and how many brands you want to keep in your store. Depending on the size, you will select that.
Sir, I am asking on the basis of this one agriculture point
Agriculture.
of view.
Oh, thank you. This is my new interest because I'm part of the fresh business now. So now, if you look at my buying, I'm talking from the retail point of view. If you look at my buying, there is buying from the direct from the wholesale shops, that is you call mandi or whatever, or from the farmer. So now for me, now we are at 22 stores. When I come to my business, I'll explain that. Initially, buying directly from farmer or buying directly from the big farms was challenge. So we had multiple options. We are in the hybrid model. We go to the mandis for few products and we go directly. We have a collection center based in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu where we directly buy from farms. So one is I need, because finally I have to deliver good quality to the customer at an affordable price. So I will go wherever I get. Initially, my point is good quality at an affordable, good price. So this is where I will choose either farm or from the wholesale. I have buyers who are placed in the collection center. I have buyers who are placed in the mandis and the wholesales. So between these two, I'll make a choice. Every day it's a game. Every day night, the team will be there in the wholesale mandis and in the collection centers. So we plan this in advance and try to do our buying the selection.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Welcome. If there is no other questions, we'll go to the next quick 5 minutes. I'll brief about company and how all of you can be part of my growth story.
Sir, I have one question in my chat box, sir.
Yeah, who's this? Preeti?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, Preeti, go
Yeah,
on.
sir. The question is from Irfan, sir. So the question is supply chain for agriculture produce and about logistics role in agriculture marketing, sir. So
Yeah, very good. Sorry, I missed it. I asked this some other questions. I'll quickly take them. So supply chain is very critical, and to be frank, Indian government and the private sector has to invest more in the supply chain now, more in the infrastructure, right from the roads to move the goods from the farms to markets to the customers. So then storage centers where the chilling storage center to safeguard your product, to enhance your shelf life, and to vehicles to deliver those products. So there is complete infrastructure which we need to really put our effort. There are some numbers which they are saying, which they were telling me post harvest wastage in India is close to 30%. If you are producing 100 tons, 30 tons are going into wastage post harvest. I'm not talking about initial, post harvest. After once you pick up the fruit or vegetable, 35% is going to waste. So we really need to invest, both private and public. Government has to invest more, and Indian government has done it, but still there is a way to go. But if you want to enter this supply chain, yes, as a retail company, we need to have a distribution center with cold storage where I can stock my fruits and vegetables and then distribute them. So definitely it is very critical. There are technologies, warehouse management technology, it's called WMS. If you implement those warehouse management technologies, we can improve our supply chain efficiencies. And there is somebody who asked, sir, market status, commercial rents are very high. It's very difficult to manage store operating costs. Yes, I agree with you. This is also one of the challenge for us as a retailer. But this is a never-ending scenario. We will have our own feasibility matrix, which we will put our understanding and select. And Harshil yeah, how to set up a fruit retail outlet as a franchisee model. I have one fruit where my net profit is 200%. Actually, my next presentation is that, Harshil, I'm part of a fruit and vegetable or a fresh supermarket. I'll quickly take you through that. Special in high street, yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'll take you through. Okay, now I'll stop this presentation. I'll go to my quick presentation. You have 10-15 minutes more. I'll do this. Could you see my presentation, Preeti?
visible, sir.
Guys, now I am part of this fresh today, fresh for you. So I'll take you quickly through what I'm intending to do. What is my generic strategy is for this as a company. I was doing my vision mission session with the board last week. Finally, we have come to wrote down our vision and mission and our core values. So this is my vision. This is what I want to really put. So my vision is to become, our vision is to become go-to food retailer for the community. Look at my underlines. These are the ones which I really want to focus. Renowned for high quality fresh produce and products, that is fruits and vegetables, all the food products which offer value. I am not the premium store. We will offer good quality at an affordable price and convenience and everyday needs. If you look at our brand, it's called Fresh Today. By doing we achieve through outstanding service, which is surpassing customer expectation, supporting local farmers, championing local farmers and entrepreneurs by and fostering thriving environment for our employees. This is our vision. We are a 3-year-old company, around 110 crores turnover now, planning to do 500 crores in next 4 years. This is the vision I've written, which I want to see in next 10 years. This is how we will achieve. How will I achieve? We want to become a leading omni-channel. Omni-channel means offline and online. Omni-channel, offering the freshest, top quality food solutions. It is not about food solutions, which will actually meet the evolving aspirations of Indian customers, Indian consumers. Why I've written this is, if you look at the journey of Indian consumer, which last 10 years, sorry, can I continue? Yeah, which started evolving over a period of time, which is now focusing more on health, nutrition, and more product knowledge. So we want to really meet the evolving aspirations of Indian consumer, which advocates for healthy lifestyles. Also, at the same time, we also want to promote local flavors, local tastes, because whatever said and done, we are from this soil. So we love the local flavors, authentic flavors. We are committed to empowering our dedicated employees to enhance their skills. This is our mission. So these are the core values which we will work upon, which we'll talk about, which will really focus, which is about delivering the fresh quality products. We will definitely be value for money. We will be renowned for our exceptional service. We will also bring customers innovative food solutions. Food solutions, I'll spend a few minutes. In a supermarket, what food solutions I can bring in? I can bring in juices. I can bring in finger food like sandwiches, which are more innovative, value for money. I will also bring in organic. Somebody was asking about organic, healthy form of food. So it's about also at the same time touching the local taste. So these are the three functions or three business units which I want to drive, which is Fresh Today, which is retail, offline and online. We are also started our online channel. We will also start, as I told you, food solutions, which is bakery, fresh juices, food, all those food solutions inside the stores. It also could be native food like Indian sweets, Indian savories, which is more focused on health also, and fresh, not too much of chemicals. And then we want to tell Indian story to export, because as Preeti was briefing me, I worked in 5 different countries, traveled in 20 plus countries. I want to take Indian quality product to the world, both in terms of fresh produce and food. It could be processed food, it could be Indian food, Indian native food, targeting the Indian diaspora, also the international customer profile who love Indian food, Indian taste. These are the three business units I want to focus and deliver. These are our initiatives which we want to work next 1 year. I also call them as Super Six, Triple S, Super Six strategies. Communicate our core values, build processes, work on building employee competencies, supply chain, somebody asked, work on technology, and also create our own label, which is Fresh Today private label products, and also offer innovative solutions. This is my growth. This is what I want to do. So I encourage people who can be, because I'm growing next year, I want to open next 5 years, I want to open 75 more stores. If you look at my sales numbers, if you look at on the left, stores, I want to become close to 100 stores in next 5 years, grow the business by 5x in 4 years. So to do that, I need good quality people. I need good quality suppliers. So it's an open invitation. I can share through Preeti and Just Agro about our, even I can write our mail IDs. You can work with us. We are based out of Chennai. We want to grow in Tamil Nadu next 1 year. Then we want to go to other states like Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and then become a strong South Indian player. I leave today's presentation with two notes. I read this book called Good to Great by Jim Collins. Good is the great enemy of for great. So if you want to become great, don't be just good alone. You become great. Don't compromise. Keep pushing yourself to greatness. And one more by Henry David. Success comes to people who are too busy looking for it. So keep working hard, keep working, keep committed, keep focused. Don't get distracted. Work hard. Definitely success will be yours. With this note, I end the entire presentation. Thank you very much. I can still take 5
Thank you, sir.
minutes. And
Thank you, sir. Wonderful success story you shared, sir. And it was really motivating and inspiring for all of us. And thank you and congratulations for the startup, sir. So thank you so much. So since we have time up to 12,
we can
so
take
I
few
would
more
just
questions. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. So I will just encourage all the participants, if they have any kind of question or query, please do not hesitate. Just I am just enabling the chat box. Also, I'm just enabling the to unmute themselves, so you can directly unmute and ask to sir. Also, you can put in the chat box. So meanwhile, sir, people are just looking for. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Urvish has asked question. Urvish, yes, as I told you, 100 stores is our plan next 5 years. So definitely this is the growth.
Hi Devendra, this side. So anything like which you have planned this year, at present, currently, like specifically which district or which state you are currently targeting at present?
As I told you, initially we want to establish our model in Chennai because we have started here. And this 1 year, as I told you, my Super 6 strategic initiatives is to consolidate, put up the process. I've just joined the group. I'm bringing my A team, my CFO, my head of buying, my chief HR, CHRO, CMO, marketing head, bringing the team, building the process. Next year, I'll go beyond Chennai to Tamil Nadu. 26, 25, 26, I will enter other states like Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, maybe Karnataka. And then we become a 100-store chain, move towards other parts of West. Maybe West could be one of the option, or East could be another option. But as of now, at least 3 states.
Okay, Devendra. And is there any group or anything where we can try to reach out to? Because currently I'm based out of Bangalore, so
Yeah,
I have
great. I will type
relation.
I'm typing my email address, or give me a second. Yeah, I'll do my email address. I will do this. Yeah, you can reach me out here. Yes, somebody said hydroponics. Actually, now I'm supporting one farm which is doing strawberries, which has started. I'm supporting them like that. Yeah, to sell my produce. I'm from Tirupati. Super. Nenu Telugu ne. You can contact me through this. Definitely, I'll support you. Evaru Balaji garu. Definitely, Balaji, we can support. But again, I'm telling you, it needs to meet the quality and price standards. Finally, because I have to deliver to my customer. So I will.
Yes.
This is the line. Yeah.
Sir, any email address or something, sir? Contact it.
Sorry. Can you please be a bit
So how
little
to
loud?
connect you, sir? Is there any, sir, how to connect you, sir?
I
Is
think
there any email or
I gave my
number?
mail ID here
How can I connect?
in the chat. Yeah.
We have not received it.
sir, I think it was DM to somebody, sir.
Oh,
You
sorry,
just do it for
sorry.
everyone, sir.
Yeah, I'll share
Yeah.
that. Start again. Give me a second. Chat. Preeti, I've shared with you. You can share because I'm not able to find it.
Yeah, sir. I will share it just now, sir.
Please. Anybody else?
Yes, sir. Sir, Harshil here from ISRO Dehradun.
Okay.
Sir, sir, I am working on the same mission and vision as you discussed. Sir,
Okay.
if I like to, sir, if I like to connect for any internship from next 2025, it possible?
It is possible. Yes, we need somebody on the functions which I've briefed. We can do internship. Yes, we can.
Okay, sir.
So Harshil, I have shared the contact email address of sirs in the chat box. You please take the note of that.
Okay, sure, sure.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we have one question in my DM, sir. So shall I ask, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So, sir, the question is, how do you manage the perishable goods like vegetables and fruits, sir?
Yeah. One, as I told you, right from receiving, if you see, it has to be treated like a baby. It's like a fruit and vegetable. If you know how to treat, how to manage the entire uh, journey from the farm to DC. So we in our DC, in our supply chain, we have cold rooms that we take care. We receive through cold vehicles sometimes, and then it goes to the store. All our stores are uh, AC cooled. So AC showrooms we have, so that the temperature is maintained. But it's also about, you cannot do beyond three days. It has to be sold fresh. So we don't do any of those adding preservatives or sprinkling something. We don't do. We keep misting and enhancing that moisture in the content of the food. And cold room is only thing which we manage, and we keep rotating the product. That's it. We don't do any other practices. Maybe we should evolve. Somebody should research and then give us some solutions.
Thank you, sir. Sir, dear participants, any other question? Please put in the chat box or directly unmute yourself.
Hello.
Sir, another question. Yeah. Yes.
Hello. Sir, as per this vision and mission, what is the key factors difference from the competitor side? We have a lot of supermarkets in this, but what makes the key parameters from the competitors?
Very good. Who's asking this? Can I know?
Sam Hemlata from Coimbatore.
Okay, right. Hema, very good question, Hema. If you look at if you look at my presentation, if you look at my core competencies which we want to build, which was, even if you ask me in the night, I know, which is about freshness, which is about value, it's about service, which is about food solutions, which is also about exceptional service. So these are the four or five core values which entire organization will work about. We will communicate this to the customer. Also, we will also leave those promises in the store. Yes, various, if you go to, I don't want to name the competition, if you go to them, they also promise the same. But if you really go and see, the promise versus delivery is actually, there is a lot of difference. So the way I'm building the organization, I would intend to build the organization is around that, delivering our core promises, our brand promises to the best possible option. Right from having a fresh produce, we go through multiple quality checks, right from the farm to the collection centers to the mandis and at the store. So I'm building a quality team at the supply chain at the store so that we maintain quality. We also ensure there's a specs for each SKU, for each product there is a specs monitoring so that we bring the best quality, best size, best spec. Then we are training. So that is what I was asking you. We need a good HR manager, training manager who can support me in terms of training to deliver customer service. And I want customer service to be way of our life, way of our business, way of operating business. Then, of course, other food solutions which I'm building with the team. So if I'm able to deliver, first deliver this, get these core values inside the organization and deliver this and communicate this, I think I will be able to win and achieving those vision and mission. Hope I've answered.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for value.
Thank you, sir. Sir,
Yes.
we have another question in the chat box. Any
Yeah.
alternatives for cold storage, sir?
How college students start thinking about agriculture business? Like I'm in Northeast, there are many fruit, vegetables, and medicinal plants which are still hidden from rest of India and world. I'm 19 and I need solution. Very good. I really appreciate, encourage you to take this up. But before starting on your own, I suggest you to work in a good company which will help you to learn, grow your understanding, your business fundamentals, your marketing, commercial sense, and then you go back to your roots, look at how you can procure well, market well, internationally, first nationally, internationally. So I want you to take the journey of learning for some more years, both from the knowledge side and the practicality side in working in some organizations, learn the fundamentals of business, and then take up the entrepreneurship journey. Okay, guys, thank you very much. It's been pleasure talking to all of you, clarifying your doubts. You can reach me out. I've shared my numbers. Welcome to Indian Story. I will be part of the Just Agri for More, going and working with you people, and I need all of your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Devendra.
much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation, your inspiration story, and motivating all our young, agri business who are going to start their business very soon. So maybe like sir, you got that spark and you built that spark in all our young minds. So thank you so much for sharing your
All the
vision with
best.
Just
Keep
Agri.
rocking.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, dear participants, this was session first. For the second session, now I would like to hand over the platform to Dr. Piyush Chaudhary, sir. Sir, are you there?
Yes, Preeti.
Okay, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Preeti. Thank you so much to our first guest of the session. I hope that our next speaker, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Balraj Singh sir, has also joined. Have you made them the co-host? Sir is connected.
Yeah, sir is the co-host now.
Very good morning, sir.
Okay, good morning to all.
Uh,
I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible and clearly visible, sir.
Okay.
So very good morning to respected participants and our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. Balraj Singh, sir. Moving ahead with the session, our next speaker, Dr. Balraj Singh, sir, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sri Karan Narendra Agriculture University, Jobnet, Jaipur, is connected with us. So before inviting sir, I would like to give a brief introduction of sir to inspire our respected participants. So Dr. Balraj Singh, sir, is currently the Vice Chancellor of SKNU Jobnet Agriculture University, and sir has also been the project coordinator in honeybee and pollinator ICR IRI New Delhi. Earlier, sir was the Vice Chancellor of Agriculture University Jodhpur, Rajasthan, and sir has also the charge of director as the National Research Center on Seed Spices Ajmer. And during his directorship, sir has marked research management as a director in seed spices and seed spices production technology, and also standardized the several vegetable crop production and seed production technology on open field and protected cultivations. Sir was also the president of Indian Society of Seed Spices and has contributed very much into the international and national platforms through the various awards and recognition. And Sir was also the founder secretary of Indian Society of Protected Cultivation and as a fellow member of Academy of Science and Engineering and Technology. Along with this, Sir is having his PhD in Vegetable Crops Department from Chaudhry Charan Singh, Haryana Agriculture University, Hisar. And Sir is well-known, renowned scientist in the field of protected cultivation, horticulture crops, seed spices, and vegetable crops all over India and abroad also. And during the initial period of the career, Sir has been working into the All India Coordinated Research Project on vegetable and developed several production technologies. Along with this, Sir has a vast exposure of international trainings for developing the leadership and decision making at the world's most prestigious management institutes, that is Harvard Kennedy School at Harvard's University, Cambridge, USA, during 2000. Sir has also participated in a number of national and international trainings. Along with this, Sir was the key member of the pioneer teams that implemented protected cultivation technologies in India and Indo-Israel Collaborative Project established in the year 1999. Along with this, which was later shaped into a Center for Protected Cultivation Technology, that is CPCT IRI, New Delhi, when Sir worked there for more than 13 years. Along with this, Sir has a number of prestigious awards backed with him, and as a resource person, Sir has delivered a various number of talks and lectures on national and international platforms. With this, Sir has also a number of large publications along with more than 190 research papers in national and international journals, reputed journals, with the H index of 25 and I index of 73, and more than 3,000 citations of different research papers, along with 33 book chapters at national and international books. Sir has also written more than 100 technical popular articles and disseminated the technologies to the farmers. Sir is also the author of the first Indian textbook on protected cultivation of vegetables, which and was also authored and edited Advance on Protected Cultivation, which was being forwarded by the Honorable Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the Honorable ex-President of the India. Not only this, Sir is also been keen involved and interested in guiding the various number of PG and PhD students, and has guided a large number of PG and PhD students at IRI as a director in Tabiji. And at present, Sir is also actively interested and involved in teaching the PG and PhD students also in number of times at Sri Karan Narendra Agriculture University also. So it was fortunate enough that those students is giving a platform to hear the sir. And same situation is with us, that today we got the opportunity to have the Honorable Vice Chancellor sir with us here. So most welcome to you, sir, on the online platform of
Thank
Just
you,
Agritech.
Dr. Piyush. Thank you very much. My presentation is there
Yes, sir, it's visible.
and it is on slide mode.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you, Dr. Piyush, and also Madam, for inviting me to speak on some topic which is relevant to business development or agri-entrepreneurship development. So first of all, I would like to welcome the organizers and thank them for inviting me on this platform. And also the participant I am seeing, around 96 plus participants are there with this platform. So today I will be speaking on quality planting material production in horticultural crops, which is a very important area. Although the broad topic, we can say quality planting material and seed production in horticultural crops. But because it is very lengthy, so I have just chosen only half of the portion that is related to quality planting material production in horticultural crops. Because in horticulture, you see, after the time of independence, if we compare the food grains and also horticulture vis-a-vis, you can see the gap that at the time of independence, the total horticulture production was around 48 million metric ton, which is, as on today, this is 330 million metric ton. Same time, horticulture production in the country at the time of independence, it was worst. The situation was very weak. It was less than 30 million metric ton altogether, including vegetable crops, fruit crops, or your spices, everything. It includes everything, the floricultural crops, less than 30 million metric ton. But today, the horticulture production has surpassed the food grain production, and it is presently 351 million metric ton, and not surpassed first time. It is continuously and consistently surpassing the total food grain production for the last 5-6 years. And I can quote examples of individual crops. For example, vegetables. The total production during 1947 was less than 15 million metric ton. But last year it has been 210. Same is for fruits. It was less than 10 million metric ton. But last year it has reached 107 million metric ton. Overall, area has increased. Productivity of horticultural crops have increased. And now presently, the average productivity in case of vegetables is around 19, which was very poor at the time of independence. So this is a good growth we can see in horticulture. But there are still a lot of scope in horticulture that by 2050 or 2100, horticulture can really make a dent in agriculture front and the future requirement. Presently, the total horticulture production is 351, but what will be required during 2050? It is estimated that by 2050, the total horticultural production requirement will be around 700 million metric ton, and by 2100, it will be around 1000 million metric ton. So this is all estimations made on the basis of requirements and looking to the increasing population and looking to the changing food habits. So these all inclusively, they make a change. But really, horticulture is the area where we are facing a lot of challenges. And the major challenge presently we are facing across the country is the availability of quality planting material. It is not limited to vegetables, but it is by and large is really related to the fruit crops, perennial crops, the plantation crops, these perennial spices, and also the medicinal plants, aromatic plants, and also seed spices and other. So this all together, there is a limitation that the quality planting material across the country is not available for the farming community or those who want to enter into the field of horticulture production system. So that is the most limiting factor. So thereby, now the time has come that we should focus on this very important aspect related to quality planting material. And I would like to inform our participants that last year, the Honorable Finance Minister of Union of India has allocated 2,200 crores of rupees on a scheme named as Clean Plant. Clean Plant means to supply quality planting material in horticulture across the country to the farmers, to the horticulture producers. So that is the basic idea and the objective of this scheme, Clean Plant. And out of this 2,200 crore, 1,100 crore rupees have been assisted by ADB, Asian Development, the one-time grant given by ADB for boosting horticulture in India. So this is another very good sign. And Government of India has also shared 50% of the funds, that is 1,100 crore. And the basic idea is to develop large-scale facilities and infrastructure for production and supply chain, to make supply chain of the horticulture planting material, not only vegetables, but largely it is related to the perennial crops, mainly fruit crops, the plantation crops, the perennial spices, the seed spices, and others all together. So first I will be taking up the vegetable crops. We have developed large number of technologies in case of vegetable crops. In the past, in the old time, in the traditional system, we were facing a lot of problems. You can see the Clean Plant I have already discussed. I don't want to discuss more. And this is how the plant point system is being developed and on every port, seaport, and also airports. Just if we are getting some planting material from outside in the country, because sometimes we are facing a lot of new challenges in terms of invasive pests and invasive disease and viruses year after year. So this is the major challenge. I'm not going on this, but what is our basic idea? Basically, production of genetically pure, or we can say true to type in case of fruit crops or perennial crops, production of disease and virus-free healthy planting material in all horticultural crops, rapid production of seedlings or plants or tubers or the suckers or the cuttings, whatever is applied to that crop of those plants or crops which was not possible under traditional system. Then production of planting material by using new techniques or technologies like aeroponics or ARC, apical root cutting for production of mini tubers in potato. The old technology which we developed in 1970s, seed plot technique, is now obsolete, and we have this new technology. Since the TPS is not perfectly working, but this aeroponics and ARC technology, and by using the tissue culture technique, is doing a very good job in case of potato for production of fast-track planting material in terms of mini tubers. So that is there, and already the tissue culture technique has already been applied on commercial scale in India in case of pomegranate, in banana, in papaya, in carnation and gerbera. Pomegranate, we know that in pomegranate we are facing a major challenge through bacterial blight, and if the vegetatively propagated plant material, if the mother block is not fit or not disease-free, then how come we can expect a disease-free planting material through vegetative means? But tissue culture is playing a major role for production of really the bacterial blight-free, the planting material in case of pomegranate. Same thing has been applied in banana for virus-free planting material, and papaya also virus-free planting material. Carnation and gerbera are the two major floricultural crops where this has been applied on commercial scale. Then production technology of off-season and grafted seedlings mainly in vegetable crops through plug tray nursery raising technology, because we know in the old time, nursery raising in vegetables under traditional system was facing a lot of challenges under outdoor production of the nursery system through the soil, lot of problems from soil, pythium, phytophthora, and also nematodes, and so many other problems we were facing, the farmers were facing. And then beyond if we solve the problem of soil, if we resolve the problem related to soil, then the major problem coming from the aerial side, from the air. That means we are facing the virus problem, because we know that there are large number of vectors, whitefly, aphids, jacids, hoppers, thrips. They are the major carrier or vector for the viruses in case of vegetables, large number of vegetables. And when their population is at peak, then it is quite impossible to raise or to produce virus-free seedlings under the traditional system. So this was the major challenge. And also, it was not possible that we can raise the nursery of all kind of vegetables under the traditional system in soil beds, because we know in cucurbits is the major example, the cucurbitaceous vegetables like muskmelon, watermelon, ridge gourd, sponge gourd, summer squash, all these cucurbitaceous vegetables, and in number 20 vegetables we are consuming in India out of the cucurbitaceae family. So it was not in traditional, it was not possible in traditional system, because the seedlings are too delicate. If we by chance, if we start producing the seedlings in soil beds, and when they are ready, and if we uproot, it is not possible to uproot the seedlings. The upper part will be in our hand, the lower part will remain in the soil. So it was not possible under the traditional system. Then we shifted to this, the plug tray nursery raising technology, which I will be discussing with you in the coming slides. Then fast and large scale production of healthy planting material in small scale nursery area and facility throughout the year. That possibility is also there. And then really it can generate employment, and it can be adapted in a agri-entrepreneurial model as a agri-business, because the area under horticultural crops in vegetables presently, it is 100 and around 7 lakh hectare. 107 lakh hectare area is there under vegetables. Same time, the fruits, there is a large area, and the area is likely to increase. So under that situation, this kind of business can play a major role in agribusiness development and also entrepreneurship development. So this is the area. Then under outdoor, we know that under open field conditions, these two major problems we are facing: biotic stresses and abiotic stresses, viruses, large number of viruses, insect and pest. Either they are the vector of viruses, or they cause direct damage to the crops or indirect damage to the crop. Then fungus, it may be soil-borne, it may be airborne. Bacteria, it may be airborne or soil-borne, like bacterial wilt or your bacterial wilt and bacterial blight. These all nematodes, not only nematodes, that root knot nematodes are posing the problem to various crops, but we have also the cyst nematodes, we have also the legend nematodes playing a major role, damaging the seed spice crops on large scale across the country. And also the weeds, they are usually the host, and also the shelter houses for all the vectors of viruses and others. That is also there. So this is all there. Then we have the abiotic stresses, temperature, extreme of temperature, either higher side or lower side. This is the major problem. Then relative humidity. It is also playing a crucial role. If it is high, then it is going to invite a lot of problems. If it is low, it will create stress to your crop. Then sunlight. Yes, if the sunlight is too poor, which we are facing in northern India, during the winter season, the light spectrum is too low, so that the plants cannot perform the optimum photosynthetic activity. But during the summer season, in western part of the country, the radiation level is too high. That also creates problem through stress into the crops. Then high wind velocity, dust storms, soil salinity, soil acidity, and these all, they are the major the problems we are facing under open field cultivation. If I take the example of viruses, this is a long list. I will not name all, but tomato, you will see the leaf curl virus is the major one, carried by whitefly. In okra, we have the yellow vein mosaic virus, and also NSN mosaic virus is also there. Other than the okra mosaic virus, chili, we have several viruses, capsicum, cucumber mosaic virus, or the cucumber green mottle mosaic virus, or carried by the aphid, and also watermelon bud necrosis virus is carried by thrips, and also squash, summer squash mosaic virus or zucchini mosaic virus. They are also creating problem. Then papaya, we have 2-3 viruses in papaya and potato. Then in beans, in lettuce, in onion, in cardamom, in banana, in citrus crops, in black pepper, in lilium ornamental crop. So this is a long list. I have not included all, but I have tried my best to include the major crops, one or two from the floriculture, the fruit crops, vegetable crops, the perennial one, the seasonal one, these all. But really, the viruses are the major challenge. And if you are not getting virus-free or disease-free planting material, so this is a major challenge to the farming community or to the horticulture growers. So how to supply the virus-free planting material? This you can see just in case of vegetables. This is the most low-cost technology which can be applied by a progressive farmer himself. It is a small 50 square meter insect-proof net house with double door facility. This is there. We have to provide only 2 doors, double door. If one is open, the second should be closed. And once you enter, close the first one and then only open the second one. The only basic idea is if you can resolve the problem through the soil, if you have the solution for phytophthora, for pythium, for nematodes and all, or the bacteria available in soil, then you can resolve the problem through aerial means by providing this 40 mesh UV stabilized insect proof net house to protect the crop against the seedlings, against the incidence or the infestation of virus. Now you can see here the tomato virus-free tomato seedlings you can raise in soil, and you can put, or you can just use the yellow sticky traps, because whitefly is attracted towards yellow, but we can also have the other color. Silver means it is that the aphids are attracted towards the silver color. Then thrips are usually attracted to the blue color. So these all can be used. Then if the radiation level is very high, suppose if the light intensity goes very high, temperature is high. So during the peak summers, we can use 30 to 40% shading intensity shade net on this insect-proof net house. And that too black color, because black is the maximum absorbent of heat. So then if we are in winter season, if the temperature is too low, in nights only, during the night only, not in daytime, we can cover this structure with a piece of transparent plastic. Usually we are covering on greenhouses. It is not, if it is not of 200 micron, we can choose 100 micron also, it will work. But nighttime covering of the structure just to protect the seedlings against extreme low temperature. Then we can shift to this, the next, the high-tech nursery raising system. This is the plug tray nursery raising technology. You can see pad and fan system in the greenhouse, and also the benches above the ground. You can see the boom system for fertigation. So all systems you can see. But in between, there is a medium level of technology. These tribal ladies in Jharkhand, you can see, by using the round shape plug trays, they are raising the seedling. And this is the low-cost greenhouse, naturally ventilated greenhouse of 100 square meter. And there is a brick flooring. And you see, this has been erected by the farmers themselves, the rural artisans. They have got fabricated this greenhouse with double door facility. They have used 40 mesh insect-proof net all around, and top is covered with the 200 micron plastic. But it is a medium cost technology. And then we shifted to the modern system, the high-tech nursery. And the basic idea under the high-tech system is, again, the structures we need. Then multi-cell plug trays. What kind of trays? Round shape, hexagonal, or triangular, or the square, including the inverted pyramid. That all. Then soilless media. What media is going to work? Germination room. If you are in the zone of low temperature, then you will be needing the germination room, because for optimum germination, the optimum temperature is between 20 to 25 degrees centigrade. Then also we need the fertigation system. And if you want to develop or to adopt this technology in an agri-business model, then if you want to supply these seedlings for far-flung area, then you will be need packaging material of the seedling so that the nursery can be transported to long distances. Then also market of the seedling, where you want to supply, who are the buyers, that you have to decide prior to setting up this kind of facility. Then we have worked on this aspect rather than the round shape, then this square shape, but inside they are inverted pyramid like this. Upper side you will see it square, but now we have grouped the vegetables into two groups. One set of vegetables. This is tomato, brinjal, and also all cucurbits. पहले cucurbits का नर्सरी रेज करना ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम में सॉइल बेड्स में पॉसिबल नहीं था, मैंने बताया, क्योंकि अगर मान लिया सीडलिंग तैयार हो गई और आप उनको निकालना चाह रहे हैं तो ऊपर का हिस्सा आपके हाथ में आ जाता था, नीचे का नीचे रह जाता था रूट सिस्टम, बिकॉज सीडलिंग बहुत डेलिकेट है, बहुत सेंसिटिव है, वो बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकती थोड़ी भी छेड़ाछाड़ी। तो ऐसे में नाउ वी हैव ग्रुप दीज वेजिटेबल्स इनटू टू ग्रुप। एक तरफ ये वेजिटेबल्स हैं टोमेटो, ब्रिंजल एंड ऑल कुकुरबिट्स, उनको ज्यादा स्पेस चाहिए। हाउ मच स्पेस दे नीड? It is 18 to 20 cubic centimeter space is required for this group of vegetables. But right hand tray, you can see this is 20 cubic centimeter and this is right hand, the square is 10 cubic centimeter. And इसमें जो vegetables आती है जिनको कम space चाहिए 8 से 10 cubic centimeter, उसके अंदर सारी call crops, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, nolcol, Brussels sprouts, ये सारी की सारी, लेट्यूस, पार्सले, सेलरी, कैप्सिकम, चिली, या आप स्वीट कॉर्न, बेबी कॉर्न की नर्सरी में तैयार करना चाह रहे हैं, या फेनल की नर्सरी तैयार करना चाह रहे हैं, या आप दूसरी सोआ की नर्सरी, अनाइस की नर्सरी, विलायती सौंफ की नर्सरी तैयार करना चाह रहे हैं, तो ये आपको साइज चाहिए प्लग ट्रेज का। जस्ट ए मिनट, एक्सक्यूज मी, अरे एक गिलास पानी देना भाई, ठंडा पानी दो। So this is how the plug trays, we have experimented, lot of experiments. हमने राउंड शेप पे, हेक्सागोनल पे काफी एक्सपेरिमेंट्स किए और जो बेस्ट रिजल्ट्स आते हैं वो स्क्वायर के और इन्वर्टेड पिरामिड के ही आते हैं, जिसमें रूट और शूट डेवलपमेंट बहुत विग्रस होता है और सीडलिंग उतनी ज्यादा विग्रस होगी जिसमें जितना ज्यादा रूट और शूट दोनों डेवलप होंगे उतनी सीडलिंग ज्यादा आपकी विग्रस होगी। Then this is the media, standardized media, cocopeat, vermiculite and perlite, 3:1:1, not on weight basis, it is on volume basis. And main media is cocopeat, you know, and vermiculite has the characteristic to hold the water. And the perlite provide air inside the zone. It is very light in weight. Then mixing and after adding water, we fill the media into the tray, plug tray like this, and we make impression. हमें उंगली से impression बना सकते हैं, लेकिन this depends upon seed. अब ये bottle gourd का seed आप देख रहे हैं, यहाँ बड़ा impression बनाना पड़ेगा, लेकिन अगर बहुत छोटा सीड है आपका लेट्यूस, पार्सले, सेलरी, चेरी टोमेटो, तो उस केस में आपकी चुटकी में एक सीड नहीं आ सकता, वहां कम से कम 8 से 10 सीड आएंगे आपकी चुटकी में। सो ऐसे में नाउ द टेक्नोलॉजी हैज बीन ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड दैट द हाई वैल्यू सीड्स आर नाउ अवेलेबल इन पैलेट फॉर्म, पैलेटिंग, सीड पैलेटिंग एंड सीड प्लाइमिंग। दिस इज आल्सो प्लेइंग ए मेजर रोल नाउ इन हॉर्टिकल्चर। तो उसको हम यूज करते हैं और फिर इसको सीड को जब एक बार ऐसे सोइंग कर देते हैं तो अपर लेयर जो है हम वो वर्मिकुलाइट की एक लेयर देते हैं ताकि सीड के पास मॉइस्चर इंटेक्ट रहे और सीड फास्ट जर्मिनेट करे। ये जैसे है आपका, देन फिर बड़ा नर्सरी होता है, एक एक सीड, छोटा सीड बोना। तो IRI हैज प्रिपेयर्ड दिस प्रोटोटाइप, ये मशीन जो है, नाउ लॉट ऑफ मैकेनाइज सिस्टम इज अवेलेबल। आप साउथ कोरिया जाएंगे, जापान जाएंगे, आप इजराइल जाएंगे हिस्टिल नर्सरी में, आप नीदरलैंड जाएंगे, आप स्पेन जाएंगे। सो ऑटोमेटिक द sowing machines are available for the plug trays. Then this is there. Then this is the high-tech system. The nursery having boom system for fertigation. We have the pad and fan system, but we have the benches above the ground, 1 meter above the ground. और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, जब हम प्लांटिंग मटेरियल की और नर्सरी की बात करते हैं और खास करके वेजिटेबल में बात करते हैं, तो एक वर्ड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ICU। आई थिंक हॉस्पिटल्स में ये वर्ड यूज होता है, आप जानते हैं। तो नर्सरी मस्ट वर्क लाइक ICU। अगर उसमें बहुत ज्यादा एंट्री होगी लोगों की तो यू कैन क्रिएट प्रॉब्लम। लिमिटेड एंट्री, वर्कर्स भी जो अगर बाहर काम कर रहे हैं और फिर वो नर्सरी में जा रहे हैं, अभी बाहर बैंगन में टमाटर में काम कर रहे थे, तो दे कैन आल्सो कैरी लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स। वो तो इसका मतलब नर्सरी के वर्कर या तो सेपरेट हो, या मॉर्निंग आवर्स में पहले जब वो आते हैं सही कपड़े पहन कर, हाथ धो के, नहा धो के, तो फर्स्ट दे कैन वर्क इनसाइड, लेटर इन द पार्ट ऑफ द डे दे कैन वर्क आउटसाइड। तो वो भी गैप हो सकता है इसमें। बाकी ये पैड एंड फैन सिस्टम है। कोई भी अब ये नहीं है अब भाई ये सीडलिंग इस चीज की हम तैयार नहीं कर सकते प्लग ट्रे में, ऑल इज पॉसिबल। सबकी ये कुकुम्बर है, पार्थेनोकार्पिक कुकुम्बर। और अब इसमें देखिए आप, ये 3 सीडलिंग है, 2 कुकुरबिट्स की है और एक्सट्रीम लेफ्ट टमेटो की है। लेकिन इसमें आप एक चीज देख पा रहे होंगे कि जब ये हमने प्लग ट्रे से निकाली तो थोड़ा सा हमें जोर लगा कर खींचना पड़ रहा था, तो इसको कहेंगे पुल। हमें खींचना पड़ रहा था, पुल। कहीं पर दरवाजे को भी खींचते तो हल्का सा जोर तो लगाना पड़ता है। लेकिन अगर हम 4-5 दिन रुक जाते तो वर्ड चेंज हो जाता। क्या? पिक रखी थी, उठाई हमने कहीं से, अब परफेक्ट रूट डेवलपमेंट हो गया इसके अंदर। वो 4-5 दिन पहले की पिक्चर थी, लेकिन ये 4-5 दिन के बाद ही जैसे ही परफेक्ट रूट डेवलपमेंट हुआ आपका, इमीडिएटली अब वर्ड चेंज हो गया, पुल से पिक पे आ गया। अगर रखी थी हमने तो उठाई है। सो नाउ द रूट डेवलपमेंट इज सो परफेक्ट। अब आपका इसके बहुत सारे फायदे होंगे। अगर आपका एक तो मोटिलिटी नहीं होगी, क्विक ट्रांसप्लांटिंग होगी, नो ट्रांसप्लांटिंग शॉक, बहुत सारी चीजें इसमें पॉसिबल है। फिर ये नर्सरी देखिए कितना ये बेचारे लेबर हैं, दुखी हो रहे हैं, प्लग ट्रे को ले रहे हैं, एक एक करके निकाल रहा है। तो दैट हैज आल्सो बीन रिजॉल्व। आजकल प्लग ट्रे ट्रांसप्लांटर्स भी अवेलेबल है। अब 2 आदमी प्लग ट्रे रखेंगे, ट्रैक्टर ड्रोन मशीन है, उसके ऊपर बैठेंगे और ट्रांसप्लांटिंग हो जाएगी आपकी सारी। दीज ऑल मशीन्स आर अवेलेबल। सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द नर्सरी। अब ये नहीं है कि इस चीज की पौध तैयार नहीं कर सकते, इस सब्जी की, सबकी पौध तैयार हो सकती है। बस एक ही शब्द आपको देखना है, टेक्नो इकोनॉमिक फिजिबिलिटी। टेक्निकली सुटेबल है और इकोनॉमिकली वायबल है क्या? अब हम कहें कोई कि प्याज की पौध तैयार कर लो इसमें प्लग ट्रे में, नो। टेक्निकली तो ठीक है, लेकिन इकोनॉमिकली वायबल नहीं हो सकता। तो ये चीज इसमें अप्लाई होती है। सो उन्हीं सब्जियों की पौध तैयार करेंगे जो दोनों शब्द को पूरा करती है, टेक्नो इकोनॉमिकली सूटेबल है। तो टेक्निकली भी सूटेबल और इकोनॉमिकली वायबल भी हो। तो हर किसी की चीज, अब कोई कहे कि जी इसकी पौध तैयार कर देंगे, कि नहीं, तो जहां इकोनॉमिकल वायबिलिटी भी हमें देखनी पड़ेगी। अब ये मैं इससे नेक्स्ट आइडिया ले रहा हूं आपको कि विद द टाइम ग्रीन हाउसेज जब मैं खेती कर रहे हैं, ओपन में भी प्रॉब्लम है और सैंडी सॉइल्स में ये नेमेटोड्स की प्रॉब्लम बड़ी भारी है, क्योंकि रेट ऑफ मल्टीप्लीकेशन इज वेरी हाई इन केस ऑफ सैंडी सॉइल्स ऑफ नेमेटोड्स, रूट नोट नेमेटोड्स। तो ऐसे में ग्राफ्टिंग टेक्नोलॉजी दी है, देखिए आप कितना सीवियर है। तो ग्राफ्टिंग टेक्नोलॉजी, ये सोलेनम टॉर्वम है और दूसरे रूट स्टॉक भी अभी अवेलेबल है अलग अलग उसमें, पर सोलेनेसी में टमाटर के लिए, बैंगन के लिए, मिर्च के लिए, शिमला मिर्च के लिए, ये जंगली बैंगन है, ये किसी चीज को नहीं पहचानता, ना तो ये नेमेटोड्स को जानता और ना ये बे आइलैंड्स में, ईस्ट कोस्ट में, नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स के अंदर जो एक प्रॉब्लम होती है बैक्टीरियल विल्ट की, लार्ज स्केल पर सब्जियां हो ही नहीं सकती पोर्ट ब्लेयर में विल्ट की वजह से, बैक्टीरियल विल्ट। ऐसे में ना ये विल्ट को पहचानता, क्योंकि ये उसी रीजन का नेटिव है। तो ऐसे में इट कैन बी यूज्ड एज रूट स्टॉक लेकिन इसको थोड़ी ह्यूमिडिटी ज्यादा चाहिए। नॉर्थ में इसकी जो साइन के साथ अपर पार्ट के साथ कंपेटिबिलिटी नहीं हो पाती, प्रॉपर ग्रोथ नहीं हो पाती, इसलिए वी आर लुकिंग फॉर ए डिफरेंट रूट स्टॉक इंस्टेड ऑफ द सोलेनम टॉर्वम। ये ग्राफ्टिंग टेक्नोलॉजी है पूरी की पूरी, हाउ टू ग्राफ्ट, पूरी टेक्नोलॉजी। अब आप देखिए केरला एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी की पिक्चर है, डॉक्टर कुट्टी एंड अदर्स दे हैव व्हाट, पूसा रूबी एक तो वैरायटी पीछे ग्राफ्टेड है टॉर्वम के ऊपर, लेकिन फर्स्ट वाला पौधा वो प्योर पूसा रूबी का पौधा है, नॉन ग्राफ्टेड है, सो इट इज ऑलमोस्ट गॉन बिकॉज ऑफ बैक्टीरियल विल्ट। लेकिन लास्ट के पौधे पूरे स्वस्थ हैं, हेल्दी हैं, रीजन बीइंग इट इज ग्राफ्टेड ऑन सोलेनम टॉर्वम, सो दिस इज देयर। सेम थिंग आप देखें राइट हैंड में बहुत ही सीवियर इन्फेस्टेशन है नेमेटोड्स की, लेकिन एक्सट्रीम लेफ्ट पूरी की पूरी रो ग्राफ्टेड है टोमेटो की टॉर्वम के ऊपर। सो इट अप्लाइड टू कैप्सिकम, चिली, ऑल सब के ऊपर अप्लाइड है। अब बात आती है फायदे क्या हैं इसके, व्हाट आर द बेसिक एडवांटेजेस ऑफ दिस काइंड ऑफ नर्सरी रेजिंग। एक तो जो सॉइल से जो प्रॉब्लम्स आती थी, चाहे पीथियम करता था, फाइटोफथोरा करता था, नेमेटोड्स करते थे, बैक्टीरिया करता था, वो सब प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गई with this plug tray nursery raising technology. Number 2, 100% virus free. If your nursery is working like ICU, अगर आपने दोनों गेट खोल दिए और खास करके अगस्त और सितंबर में, then you cannot expect 100% virus free. अगर कुछ व्हाइट फ्लाई एंटर कर गई तो they will multiply very fast because the conditions are quite favorable inside. तो वही चेक करना हमें। So maintenance, रख रखाव is a very important part for this kind of technology. So if we are expecting 100% virus free, then we must work according to requirement. Then seed rate, अगर हम अभी बात करते हैं, अगर हाइब्रिड की टमाटर की पुराने टाइम में रिकमेंडेशन करते थे हम, पूसा रूबी, अर्ली ड्वार्फ, इनकी 400 से 500 ग्राम सीड पर हेक्टेयर के लिए नर्सरी रेजिंग। लेकिन अभी भी हम हाइब्रिड की जो सिफारिश करते हैं ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम में, क्यारियों में 150 से 200 ग्राम की सिफारिश करते हैं। लेकिन प्लग ट्रे में क्या होगा, क्योंकि आजकल मैथमेटिक्स है, 1 ग्राम सीड में टमाटर में कितने सीड होते हैं, 300 सीड। चेरी टमाटर में कितने हैं, 700 सीड। खीरे में कितने सीड है, 30 सीड। इस तरीके से नाउ इट इज ऑल मैथमेटिक्स। तो अब आपको 1 हेक्टेयर में कितने पौधे लगने हैं टमाटर के, 24,000 पौधे लगने हैं। तो आपको अब 200 ग्राम सीड नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि सीड कॉस्टली है। कितना कॉस्टली है, पहले 500 रुपए किलो चेरी टमाटो का सीड मिलता था 70s 80s में। आज ओपी वैरायटी का सीड भी आपको 5-7 हजार रुपए किलो मिलेगा। और जो हाइब्रिड आए हैं, अविनाश 2, अविनाश 3, आपका हिम सोना, हिम शिखर, बादशाह या पब्लिक सेक्टर ब्रेड हाइब्रिड्स, उनका जो सीड है वो बहुत कॉस्टली है। कोई प्राइवेट सेक्टर में 1 लाख रुपए किलो से नीचे तो है ही नहीं। अगर मान लिया 1 लाख रुपए किलो है सपोज, और आपने 200 ग्राम सीड खरीदा, तो 200 ग्राम सीड हो गया 20,000 का। लेकिन यहां प्लग ट्रे में जब आप तैयार कर रहे हो सीडलिंग, तो 100% आपकी सीडलिंग तैयार होंगी हर एक सीड से, और 24,000 पौधे लगने। तो आपको पता है 1 ग्राम में 300 सीड है, तो 8 या 24, 80 ग्राम सीड चाहिए आपको इंस्टेड ऑफ 200 ग्राम। तो 80 ग्राम्स का मतलब हो गया आपका, अब जो सीड लोगे 80 ग्राम, उस पर टोटल पैसे लगेंगे 8,000 रुपए, 20,000 रुपए नहीं। तो एक इनपुट के ऊपर, सीड के ऊपर ही आपने लगभग 12,000 रुपए सेव कर लिए। तो ये चीज है इसमें। तो लगभग सभी सब्जियों में जो सीड रेट है, इट कैन बी रिड्यूस्ड अप टू द लेवल ऑफ 50 to 60% ओवर द ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम। फिर बात आती विग्रस रूट एंड शूट डेवलपमेंट, मैंने बता दिया। जिन सब्जियों की पौध तैयार नहीं कर सकते थे, वो संभव है तैयार करना। कुकुरबिटेसी का मोटिलिटी होती नहीं तो क्या होता था ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम में, जब पौध उखाड़ते थे टमाटर की, बैंगन की, मिर्च की, फूल गोभी की, जड़ें टूट जाती थी, तो जब उसको मेन फील्ड में ट्रांसप्लांट करते थे तो बहुत सारे पौधे मर जाते थे। गर्मी में ज्यादा मरते थे, सर्दी में कम मरते थे। गोभी में ज्यादा मरते थे, बैंगन में कम मरते थे, क्योंकि उनमें रूट कम डैमेज होती है। जल्दी डेवलप हो जाती है दूसरी रूट। और एक उसको बोलते थे मोर्टिलिटी, एक ट्रांसप्लांटिंग शॉक। कोई चीज, कोई पौध कहीं क्यारी में चल रही है, हम उसको उखाड़ते हैं तो झटका लगता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड। उसको जब ट्रांसप्लांट करते थे, पौधा एकदम से नहीं वो करेगा, वो पहले विल्टिंग शो करेगा, मुरझाएगा, गिरेगा, फिर 2-3 दिन पानी दोगे तो 4-5 दिन के अंदर वो सीधा खड़ा होगा। बट यहाँ पे क्या है, यहाँ पे क्योंकि उसके साथ पूरा पैकेट जा रहा है मीडिया का, रूट्स का, पूरी रूट डेवलपमेंट है, तो उसका कोई वो शॉक का कोई सवाल नहीं, तो क्विक एस्टेब्लिशमेंट होगा सीडलिंग्स का, दैट इज आल्सो पॉसिबल। फिर ड्यूरेशन 25 से 30 दिन, ऑफ सीजन नर्सरी तैयार कर सकते हैं, और लार्ज नंबर ऑफ सीडलिंग्स कैन बी प्रोड्यूस्ड। जैसे 1000 स्क्वायर मीटर का ग्रीन हाउस हो, आप एक बिजनेस मॉडल में करना चाहते हैं, तो 1000 स्क्वायर मीटर में आप करीब 25 से 30 लाख सीडलिंग्स मिनिमम 6 बैचेज में, क्योंकि एक बैच 25 से 30 दिन का है, साल भर सब्जियां होती हैं, तो मिनिमम 6 बैच आप अपना सकते हो और 8 बैच तक आप जा सकते हो। तो दैट इज आल्सो रेगुलेशन ऑफ सीडलिंग ग्रोथ इज पॉसिबल। वो ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम में रेगुलेशन पॉसिबल नहीं था। फिर आपका सीडलिंग्स कैन बी टेकन टू लॉन्ग डिस्टेंसेस। अब दिल्ली से सीडलिंग कहीं जा सकती है, कलकत्ता जा सकती है, इजराइल से इंडिया आ सकती है, सो दैट इज आल्सो पॉसिबल थ्रू प्रॉपर पैकेजिंग। इट कैन वर्क एज ए एग्री बिजनेस मॉडल, ये पॉसिबल है। और ग्राफ्टिंग तो बिल्कुल ही अलग से बात हो गई। इट इज ए परफेक्ट नॉन केमिकल आंसर टू ऑल सॉइल बॉर्न प्रॉब्लम्स, कंप्लीट आंसर है वो, अगर ग्राफ्टिंग हो गया। फिर ना आपको फ्यूमिगेशन की जरूरत, ना आपको केमिकल अप्लाई करने की जरूरत, दैट ऑल इज आल्सो देयर। देन नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कम्स when we are talking about the perennial ones, the fruit crops, plantation crops, the perennial seed spices or other crops, medicinal plants, then how to manage viruses? We have already discussed for vegetables, but what about these perennial crops? क्योंकि इन क्रॉप्स में भी वायरस सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है, और डिजीज फ्री, वायरस फ्री प्लांटिंग मटेरियल प्रोवाइड करना इज द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज। सो इसमें कुछ जो आइडिया है, नंबर 1 इज प्रिवेंशन इज बेटर देन क्योर। तो हम ऐसी चीजों को रोकें, या तो प्रिवेंट करें या डिले करें इन्फेक्शन को। प्लांट वायरसेस ऑफ हॉर्टिकल्चर क्रॉप्स आर वाइड स्प्रेड इन इंडिया एंड दे कॉज सिग्निफिकेंट इकोनॉमिक लॉसेस टू डिफरेंट क्रॉप। सो ये, और ज्यादातर वेक्टर जो है ना, वो एफिड है, व्हाइट फ्लाई है, थ्रिप्स है, ओपर्स है, जैसिड्स है, जो परसिस्टेंट और नॉन परसिस्टेंट दोनों मैनर में स्प्रेड करते हैं वायरस को, और वीड होस्ट का काम करते हैं, और शेल्टर हाउस बनते हैं, और वो साइकिल को पूरा करते हैं, साइकिल को मेंटेन करते हैं वायरसेस को। तो उनको भी रोका जाना चाहिए। अगर आपके खेत साफ सुथरे हैं, आपने प्रॉपर क्लीनिंग किया है, तो वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू फेस दिस प्रॉब्लम। सो यूजिंग ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ मैनेजमेंट ऑप्शंस, प्रिवेंशन, और जो है ना फिर वेक्टर को मार के, और दूसरे भी जो हमारे पास हैं, वायरसेस सर्वाइव इवन अंडर वेरी एडवर्स कंडीशन, ये भी बात है। और परसिस्टेंटली ट्रांसमिटेड वायरस में सर्वाइव लॉन्ग, बहुत लंबे टाइम तक, नेक्स्ट साइकिल में भी लेकर आ सकते हैं। तो ये चीजें हैं सारी। तो आपको वीड्स को, खेतों की साफ सफाई, आपके ग्रीन हाउस की साफ सफाई, ये नहीं ग्रीन हाउस अंदर से तो साफ है लेकिन बाहर चारों तरफ भरमार है वीड्स की, वो पॉसिबल नहीं हो सकता। आपको चारों तरफ भी ग्रीन हाउस की सफाई करनी चाहिए। कई बार क्या होता है, ग्रीन हाउस है, आपकी नर्सरी है, उसमें से बेस में से कुछ प्लास्टिक है, बेस प्लास्टिक को फट गया, छेद हो गया कहीं, या कहीं डॉग्स ने या किसी उसने जो है ना एनिमल्स ने डैमेज कर दिया, रेट्स ने डैमेज कर दिया, तो आप देखते नहीं उसको ध्यान से, और चारों तरफ वीड खड़े है, तो वहां से बहुत सारी व्हाइट फ्लाई एंटर कर जाती है एंड दे मल्टीप्लाई वेरी फास्ट। तो उसका रिपेयर करना, उस पर पैच वर्क करना, उस पर आप टेप लगा सकते हो। अगर नेट है नीचे बेस में, तो नेट को आप सील सकते हो, पैच वर्क कर सकते हो उसके ऊपर। सो दैट इज आल्सो रिक्वायर्ड। फिर प्लांट क्वारंटाइन सिस्टम, अगर बाहर से प्लांटिंग मटेरियल मंगाते हैं, ओवरऑल हमारा जो ऑब्जेक्टिव वो है वायरस फ्री, डिजीज फ्री प्लांटिंग मटेरियल प्रोडक्शन, क्रॉप रोटेशन फेस करना चाहिए, यूज ऑफ रेसिस्टेंट वेराइटीज। जैसे अभी टमाटर के अंदर हमारी पब्लिक सेक्टर इंस्टीट्यूशंस में, IHR बैंगलोर, वहां पे मल्टीपल डिजीज रेजिस्टेंट वेराइटी है, अर्का रक्षक, लीफ कल वायरस के अगेंस्ट रेजिस्टेंस है, अर्ली ब्लाइट के अगेंस्ट रेजिस्टेंस है, बैक्टीरियल विल्ट के अगेंस्ट रेजिस्टेंस है। तो 3 तरीके की रेजिस्टेंस है। और ईल्ड लेवल पूसा रूबी में 18-20 टन था, और अभी जो ईल्ड लेवल है रक्षक में वो लगभग 60 टन से ऊपर है। और अभी एक वैरायटी और आ गई जो अर्का अभेद की, एक और प्रॉब्लम आने लग गई थी वहां, लेट ब्लाइट की, जो पोटैटो में फेस करते हैं। लुकिंग टू दैट प्रॉब्लम, तो 4th रेसिस्टेंस भी उसी वैरायटी में डाल दी और नाम दिया उसका अर्का अभेद। 4 रेसिस्टेंस हो गई उसमें, लीफ कल वायरस, अर्ली ब्लाइट, लेट ब्लाइट एंड बैक्टीरियल विल्ट। So these kind of things are required to be used. Then sterilization of tools, precautions by field workers, कि ऐसा नहीं वर्कर्स पहले बाहर काम कर रहे हैं, वर्कर्स बीड़ी पी रहे हैं, तंबाकू खा रहे हैं, this all, and then they are entering with the as such with the hands and they are working inside. No, it is a part and parcel of gap good agricultural practices. उनको हाथ धोने पड़ेंगे साबुन से, और अगर पहले बाहर काम कर लिया क्रॉप्स के अंदर तो उन्हीं कपड़ों के साथ अंदर एंटर नहीं कर सकते। आइदर दे शुड वर्क इन मॉर्निंग, फिर बाद में ओपन फील्ड में काम करें, या सेपरेट सेट होना चाहिए वर्कर्स का अंदर और बाहर काम करने के लिए। देन वायरस और वेक्टर्स अवॉइडेंस बाय अल्टरिंग प्लांटिंग ऑफ द क्रॉप्स, ये भी कर सकते हैं, अल्टरिंग कर दें क्रॉप्स को या ट्रैप क्रॉप लगा दें। कई क्रॉप्स ऐसी होती हैं जिन पर ज्यादा इंसिडेंस होता है, अंदर वाली क्रॉप पे आपका वेक्टर जो है ना वायरस को नहीं लेके जाएंगे या इंसेक्ट डैमेज नहीं करेंगे आपके। सो एक एलिमिनेशन ऑफ प्लांट रिजर्वायर्स, जो ऐसे जो वायरस को वो रखते हैं, वॉलंटरी वीड्स है और जो उनके शेल्टर हाउस है, उनको इन्फेक्टेड प्लांट्स को रोग आउट करना। अगर आपको खेत के अंदर 10-20 प्लांट दिखाई दे रहे हैं तो वी कैन रोग आउट दोज प्लांट्स। हॉस फ्री पीरियड्स का यूज करना वायरसेस के लिए, यूज ऑफ स्टिकी ट्रैप्स मैंने दिखाया नर्सरी के स्टेज पे, ग्रीन हाउसेज में और नर्सरी स्टेज पे वी कैन यूज। एंड फाइनली इफ नथिंग इज वर्किंग, द लास्ट ऑप्शन इज केमिकल कंट्रोल ऑफ द वेक्टर्स, then we can use either amida or fipronil or others looking to requirement. But कभी भी जो नियोनिक्स है उनका स्प्रे कभी भी ब्लूम स्टेज पर नहीं होना चाहिए, फ्लावरिंग स्टेज पर नहीं होना चाहिए। रेदर उनका प्री ब्लूम हो या सीड ट्रीटमेंट कर दें तो ज्यादा बेटर है, या जो आप केमिकल यूज कर रहे हैं, इंसेक्टिसाइड यूज कर रहे हैं, वो बी फ्रेंडली होना चाहिए। इन क्रॉप्स में बाय एंड लार्ज हनी बीज आर द मेजर पॉलिनेटर्स, तो ऐसी चीज में उनको प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होगी। सो बेसिक आइडिया इज द utmost important is production of the planting material in horticulture we should shift under protected environment। वो चीज होनी चाहिए, चाहे फ्रूट्स की हो, चाहे वेजिटेबल्स की हो, चाहे ऑर्नामेंटल क्रॉप्स की हो, चाहे कोई भी हो, दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड टू बी शिफ्टेड अंडर प्रोटेक्टेड एनवायरनमेंट। ये टेक्नोलॉजी एरोपोनिक्स की पोटैटो के अंदर मैंने बताया कि जो सीड प्लॉट टेक्निक थी वो अब काफी पुरानी हो गई। तो सीड प्लॉट टेक्निक को अभी जो है हमारी जो दूसरी टेक्नोलॉजी, एक टीपीएस टेक्नोलॉजी आई थी, ट्रू पोटैटो सीड, जैसे कि टमाटर का, बैंगन का, मिर्च का बीज होता है, लेकिन उसने ज्यादा अच्छा काम नहीं किया, क्योंकि उसमें अगर हम नर्सरी रेज करते हैं सो देयर इज लॉट ऑफ वेरिएशन इन द साइज ऑफ द ट्यूबर्स। सो वो जो पहली जो टेक्निक हमने तैयार की थी, सीड प्लॉट टेक्निक, वायरस फ्री सीड पोटैटो प्रोडक्शन के लिए, 2 टर्म होती है, सीड पोटैटो मींस ट्यूबर और पोटैटो सीड मींस टीपीएस, ट्रू टू टाइप सीड। जैसा मिर्ची का, टमाटर का सीड होता है, ऐसे आलू का सीड होता है। तो पहले प्रॉब्लम होती थी, जो वायरस जो कैरी करता था वो एफिड करता था टमाटो पोटैटो के अंदर बाय एंड लार्ज, लेकिन अभी पिछले 20-25 साल में आलू के अंदर एक नई प्रॉब्लम आ गई, which is carried by whitefly rather than aphid, is apical leaf curl virus। और ये मेजर प्रॉब्लम हो गई जो दूसरे वायरस की बजाय, which was carried by aphid। तो नई नई प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही हैं। तो ऐसे में अब हम शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं मिनी ट्यूबर प्रोडक्शन बाय यूजिंग टिश्यू कल्चर टेक्निक। और आप देख रहे हैं ये मिनी ट्यूबर कि कैसे एरोपोनिक्स टेक्निक से हम जो मिनी ट्यूबर्स का प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हैं। तो इसको भी हम लोगों को अपनाना चाहिए और इसमें हम 100% वायरस फ्री। और एक और बात थी, जब हम सीड पोटैटो की बात करते थे, पोटैटो ट्यूबर्स को यूज करते थे, तो लगभग ऑन एन एवरेज 1 हेक्टेयर में करीब 20 क्विंटल आलू हम वापस डाल देते थे बुआई के टाइम पे, बुआई के रूप में। लेकिन अब, और आप देखिए कितना बड़ा एरिया आलू का इंडिया में, तो कितना आलू हम सोइंग में यूज कर रहे थे। लेकिन अब ये मिनी ट्यूबर आने के बाद हम इसको स्केल डाउन कर सकते हैं, 20 क्विंटल की बजाय 2-3 क्विंटल में आपका काम चल जाएगा, एंड दैट टू वायरस फ्री एंड डिजीज फ्री। तो वो हो जाएगा। दैट काइंड ऑफ फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल इन हरियाणा एंड विद CPRI। फिर सिट्रस क्रॉप्स के अंदर ये ग्रीन हाउस है, सारा आपका एसिड लाइम, ऑरेंज, खासी ऑरेंज, ये आइजॉल की पिक्चर है जो हमने वहां के डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ हॉर्टिकल्चर को बताया कि किस तरीके से नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टेट्स में पूरा का पूरा जो प्लांटिंग है सिट्रस की, खासी ऑरेंज की, वो सीवियरली इन्फेस्टेड है वायरस से और न्यूट्रिएंट डेफिशिएंसी और दूसरी फंगल डिजीज से। स्टीप स्लोप के ऊपर रेदर देन प्रॉपर फील्ड्स आर नॉट बीइंग यूज्ड बाय फार्मर्स। तो ऐसी स्थिति में हमने उनको सजेस्ट किया कि आप वायरस फ्री, डिजीज फ्री प्लांटिंग मटेरियल फार्मर्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करिए और फार्मर्स को एनकरेज करिए कि प्रॉपर फील्ड बनाए और उन फील्ड्स का यूज करें। जब ही बात बनेगी, देन ओनली वी कैन सक्सीड। ये सिट्रस के अंदर भी फैसिलिटीज सब अवेलेबल है लार्ज स्केल में। नई पौध भी, अब जैसे ये आपको मैंने दिखाया, ये बालाजी नर्सरी अकेला ही बहुत बड़ी नर्सरी पैदा करके करोड़ रुपए का बिजनेस है और लार्ज स्केल पर प्लांटिंग मटेरियल तैयार करता है सिट्रस में। कार्नेशन की सीडलिंग है ग्रीन हाउस के अंदर, ये आपका क्राइसेंथेमम की सीडलिंग है, कटिंग्स, आपका जिंजर हो, टर्मेरिक हो, आपका ब्लैक पेपर, इवन इन ब्लैक पेपर यू हैव सीन in the table that we are also facing problem in black pepper in terms of the virus incidents or infestation। और अगर आपका एक बार ब्लैक पेपर की, काली मिर्च का पौधा लग गया, बेल लग गई, तो उसकी एवरेज लाइफ 30-40 साल है। इट इज नॉट सीजनल, इट इज नॉट एनुअल, इट इज पेरिनियल। वो सहारा लेती है कोकोनट का या एरिका नट का या कोकोया का, और वो 30-40-50 साल तक चलती है। तो ऐसे में हमारा प्लांटिंग मटेरियल निश्चित रूप से डिजीज फ्री और वायरस फ्री होना बहुत ही जरूरी है, जब भी हमारी बात बन सकती है। देन इट इज इक्वली विद कार्डेमम, कार्डेमम में भी होना चाहिए। अभी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने ऑयल सीड मिशन लॉन्च किया बड़ा, और उसमें भी प्लांटिंग मटेरियल की बात आती है लार्ज स्केल में। और ये नहीं सिर्फ ये यहीं तक लिमिटेड है। जब मैं अजमेर में डायरेक्टर था सीड स्पाइसेस इंस्टीट्यूट का, वैसे तो सौंफ, अजवाइन, सोआ, विलायती सौंफ, सेलरी, ये चीजें सीड से बोई जाती है। पर क्योंकि आई वॉज हैविंग द एक्सपीरियंस फ्रॉम IRI, हमने यहां भी नर्सरी रेजिंग का प्लग ट्रे का इस्तेमाल किया और फिर हम लार्ज स्केल पे इनकी सीडलिंग तैयार करने लग गए। इन सारी 4-5 क्रॉप की, सबकी तो नहीं तैयार कर सकते, जीरे की तैयार नहीं कर सकते, मेथी की तैयार नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन वही मैंने बोला टेक्नो इकोनॉमिक फिजिबिलिटी, टेक्निकली कौन सा सुटेबल है और इकोनॉमिकली कौन सा वायबल है। तो ये चीजें, पर ये भी अब ट्रांसप्लांट होने लग गए हैं। चाहे एंथुरियम हो, मिजोरम में होती है, आपका क्राइसेंथेमम लार्ज स्केल पे। तो ये चीजें हैं कुछ कि अब जो ये मैंने बात की आपसे शुरुआत में, आपसे मैंने बात किया था, जो स्कीम आई है क्लीन प्लांट, भारत सरकार चाहती है कि लार्ज स्केल पे फैसिलिटीज क्रिएट की जाए इंस्टीट्यूशंस में, यूनिवर्सिटीज में, जहां पे हम हॉर्टिकल्चर का रीजन स्पेसिफिक रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से क्वालिटी, डिजीज फ्री, वायरस फ्री प्लांटिंग मटेरियल तैयार करें और वो फार्मर्स को अवेलेबल कराएं, ताकि हमारा जो हॉर्टिकल्चर अभी 351 मिलियन मीट्रिक टन पे है, 2050 आते आते हमें 700 मिलियन मीट्रिक टन की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी। और 2100 में जब देश की जनसंख्या करीब 200 करोड़ होगी, 50 में 175 करोड़ होगी 2050 में, तो 2100 में 200 करोड़ होगी, तो कितनी रिक्वायरमेंट होगी, तो कैसे पैदा करेंगे वो, उसके अनुरूप हमें फार्मर्स को डिजीज फ्री, वायरस फ्री प्लांटिंग मटेरियल, ऑफ सीजन सीडलिंग वेजिटेबल्स, सारी चीजें देनी पड़ेंगी। तो ये एक ऐसा आइडिया है जो इंडिया में लार्ज स्केल में एग्री बिजनेस मॉडल में काम कर सकता है। और नाउ द फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस आर रेडी टू फाइनेंस द यूथ्स, और बाकी इंक्यूबेटर्स भी हैं, हम लोग भी करेंगे। आपको आइडिया हो तो हमारा भी इंक्यूबेटर है SKNU जॉबलेर में, हम 5 लाख की इनिशियल आपको सीडलिंग वो देंगे असिस्टेंस। इसके अलावा 25 लाख की असिस्टेंस भी हम देते हैं, जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का एक वो है, मिशन है, प्रोजेक्ट है एग्री बिजनेस का। एक नए आइडिया के साथ आप आइए, आप क्या करना चाहते हैं। आपका प्रेजेंटेशन होगा यहाँ जॉबलेर में, एंड देन मिनिस्ट्री में प्रेजेंटेशन होगा, एंड देन वी विल टेक यू टू दिस मिनिस्ट्री, एंड देन you can establish your own venture in the case of this. So this is, madam, I am stopping here with this presentation कि ये एक एरिया है, एक टॉपिक है कि क्वालिटी प्लांटिंग मटेरियल प्रोडक्शन इन हॉर्टिकल्चर। अब मैं सवाल लूंगा, जिसके जो सवाल होंगे वो सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, अपना नाम बता सकता है, एंड ही कैन आस्क हिज क्वेश्चन।
Thank you so much, sir, for delivering such a wonderful, informative presentation. Definitely, all the participants have gained a vast knowledge about the nursery production management and mitigating various problems in that. Now, it's open platform for all the participants. If you are having any queries, you can directly unmute yourself or raise your hand. Honorable sir is with us. You can directly interact with sir. Sir, one participant has dropped his question.
What is the question?
In chat box, that in the village of 300 acres of Indian bean are infested by yellow mosaic virus. So management or resistant variety seeds for this.
किस क्रॉप का कह रहा है?
Indian bean.
बीन्स?
Yes, sir.
देखिए, बीन्स में आई डोंट थिंक कोई रेसिस्टेंट वैरायटी मिल जाएगी, लेकिन मैंने कई चीजें बताई कि एक तो मे बी इन बीन्स इट कैन बी मैकेनिकली ट्रांसमिटेड, सीड ट्रीटमेंट प्लस क्लीनिनेस ऑफ द फील्ड्स, और एक पीरियड, एक ट्रैप क्रॉप का यूज कर सकते हैं, वो हम सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं बाद में पता करके। वैरायटी आई डोंट थिंक कि बीन्स में वैरायटी, इंडियन बीन्स में अब जो रेसिस्टेंट होगी, अदरवाइज होगी तो आई विल चेक कि कोई वैरायटी अवेलेबल है क्या इसमें विच इज रेजिस्टेंट टू द वायरस।
Okay, thank you, sir. If any other participant is having any query, please raise your hand or drop your question in the chat box. Sir is available with us. Sir, Mr. Ramesha is asking, can you please brief about the picture of virus-infected tomato and cucumber seedlings that was shared during the lecture, sir?
हाँ, दिखाया ना मैंने। देखिए,
Yes, sir.
बहुत सारे वायरस है। लीफ कर्ल वायरस इज कैरिड बाय व्हाइट फ्लाई, ओके, बट इफ इट इज tomato mosaic virus, it is mechanically transmitted. It can be through seeds also. ठीक है? ऐसे spotted wilt virus is carried by thrips. तो उनके सिम्टम्स सबके अलग अलग हैं, वो देखे जा सकते हैं।
उनका सर ये क्वेरी था कि जो अपन पीपीटी में अपन ने जब वायरस पे मतलब वायरस इन्फेक्टेड टोमेटो और कुकुम्बर सीडलेंड्स जब बताई थी, तो उसके अंदर फोटो ऑलमोस्ट जो थी वो दोनों सिमिलर टाइप से विजिबल हो रही थी। तो क्या वो ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर ही रहती है, और अगर रहती है तो किस
मैंने
वजह से?
दिखाए थे क्या? फोटो दिखाए थे मैंने?
हाँ, ये सर पीपीटी में था।
आई डोंट थिंक फोटो दिखाया था मैंने, हो सकता है।
हाँ, वो जब
सारे
डिस्कस करते थे तब उसमें था, तो वो ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर दिख रहे थे।
सिमिलर नहीं होंगे, डिफरेंस तो होगा। मोज़ेक वायरस में और लीफ कर्ल वायरस में, स्पॉटेड विल्ट वायरस में देयर इज अ क्लियर कट डिफरेंस।
यस सर। Any other participants having any other queries? You can directly interact with sir also. Yes, Dr. Nagarani, you can ask to sir.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon, sir. It was wonderful and very extensively you have covered each and every topic. It was very nice and very informative. Only my one small concern is like mostly like the people who are studying science and they know about all those viruses and all, they know how to dispose of the material if they are having virus infection or any other bacterial or any other infection. However, in the field level, do you think the farmers or the people who are working there, they are aware of how to dispose of these virus infected materials? Or do you think that we
देखिए
need to
उसका,
educate them?
हाँ उसका ये तरीका है, मैंने बताया ना, एक तो खेतों की साफ सफाई, मैंने बताया वीड्स के रिजर्वायर जो कि वायरस के रिजर्वायर बनते हैं या वेक्टर्स के रिजर्वायर होते हैं, उनको खत्म करना। अगर आपके खेत में टमाटर लगा रखा है, चारों तरफ खरपतवार खड़े हैं और वहां पे व्हाइट फ्लाई अवेलेबल है और वायरस भी अवेलेबल है, तो दे आर रिजर्वायर्स, उनको खत्म करना। फिर आप पहले ट्रांसप्लांटिंग करेंगे, नर्सरी आपकी हेल्दी होनी चाहिए। फिर अगर आपको खेत में 2-4 पौधे दिखाई देते हैं वायरस इन्फेक्टेड, उनको आप रोग आउट कर सकते हैं, ताकि फिर ऐसा ना हो कि वेक्टर वहीं से लेकर वहीं स्प्रेड करे, परसिस्टेंट मैनर में भी हो सकता है फिर वो। तो इसलिए तीनों चीज काम करेंगी इकट्ठी, जो है ना, कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द ऑप्शंस कैन वर्क।
Sir, for that purpose, like what do you suggest? What they should use?
जैसे टमाटो में मैंने बताया अर्का रक्षक,
like खरपतवार करेंगे तो वो निकालेंगे और कहीं पे वो उसको डंप करेंगे, डंप करेंगे मींस
आप उनको गड्ढे में डालिए ना, उनका कंपोस्ट बनने दीजिए ना।
that should be in a closed.
हाँ, आप जितने भी खरपतवार खेतों के हैं उनको आप उखाड़िए, वीड आउट करिए, और मोस्टली क्या होना चाहिए, उनको आप डालिए कहीं और उसके ऊपर गोबर डालिए, आप आपके उसमें मिक्स हो जाएंगे, और आप जब वो बनाओगे, खाद बनाओगे तो उसमें।
ये सारी जो इंफॉर्मेशन है, ये जो एजुकेशन और यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल पे ही है या ये प्रैक्टिकली फार्मर्स लोगों तक भी पहुंच रही है?
फार्मर्स लोगों तक हम पहुंचाते हैं, वी आर ट्राइंग आवर बेस्ट। फार्मर्स को भी बताते हैं, हम ट्रेनिंग भी करते हैं केवीकेज के थ्रू। वी आर इम्पार्टिंग लॉट ऑफ ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स फॉर फार्मर्स, खास करके प्रोग्रेसिव फार्मर्स इन सब चीजों को जानते हो। भैया जब तक खेत साफ सुथरे नहीं होंगे, जब तक सब्जियां नहीं हो सकती।
एग्जैक्टली सर, क्योंकि मैंने खुद अपने आंखों से देखा है, क्योंकि मैं भी एक फार्मर फैमिली से ही आती हूँ, और जो मैं जब गांव में अपने जो नियर बाई खेतों में देखती हूँ ना, जब वीडिंग होती है या फिर वो हार्वेस्टिंग होती है, तो वो आपको भी पता है कि नॉर्मली कैसे करते हैं उसको, या तो पेस्टिसाइड, इंसेक्टिसाइड, ये चीजें स्प्रे की जाती हैं। जब वो ऑलमोस्ट क्रॉप हार्वेस्टिंग हो जाती है, तो जो पड़ी हुई जो वेस्ट है उसको या तो वो लोग आग लगा देते हैं या बर्न कर देते हैं, तो इससे जो दूसरी प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट होती हैं, तो वो चीजों का अभी तक इतना ज्यादा अवेयरनेस नहीं है।
आजकल तो देखिए जो वैसे बीड्स हैं उनका आजकल बायोचार बनने लग गया, जैसे पार्थेनियम है, लेंटाना है, या और बहुत सारे बीड्स हैं। उनको हमें इस तरीके से जलाना नहीं चाहिए, एनवायरनमेंट को पोल्यूशन नहीं करना चाहिए। रेदर उसका जो है ना, आजकल काफी प्लांट्स लग रहे हैं ऐसे, तो उनमें हम क्रॉप रेजिड्यू तो यूज कर नहीं सकते, क्योंकि क्रॉप रेजिड्यू तो इज ए फॉडर फॉर द एनिमल्स। कंट्री में कितना लाइफ स्टॉक है, तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, शॉर्टेज हो जाएगी। उसकी बजाय जो नास्टी वीड्स हैं, जैसे पार्थेनियम है, लेंटाना है, और बहुत सारे वीड्स हैं, उनसे ये चीजें बननी चाहिए।
और एक चीज था कि जैसे अब ये टिश्यू कल्चर की जो है प्लांटलेट्स हम लोग यूज करते हैं खेतों में, बनाना की हूँ या टोमेटो की हूँ, आजकल सारी सैपलिंग्स ही मिल रही हैं हमको, तो डायरेक्टली हम लोग खेत में सो कर देते हैं। लेकिन जो उसके बाद जो बची हुई जो प्लास्टिक ट्रेज होती है, जो डिस्पोज ऑफ कर सकते हैं जिसको हम, वो जो है वो वैसे ही पड़ी रहती हैं, डंप हो जाती हैं, उनको डिस्पोज ऑफ करने का कोई प्रोसेस नहीं है। हाँ,
एक तो सिंथेटिक प्लास्टिक का यूज,
सो दैट दीज आर सम कंसर्न्स दैट आई हैव अलोंग विद द अदर थिंग।
मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा, आप सुनिए। जब हमने प्रोटेक्टेड कल्टीवेशन पे काम शुरू किया IRI फर्स्ट टाइम इन इंडिया, तो जब हम बहुत एडवोकेट करते थे यूज ऑफ प्लास्टिक इन एग्रीकल्चर, लेकिन आज हमने बंद कर दिया बिल्कुल। हाउ टू मिनिमाइज द यूज ऑफ सिंथेटिक प्लास्टिक इनटू एग्रीकल्चर। तो आजकल हम कहते हैं भाई लो टनल बनानी है तो भाई प्लास्टिक यूज मत करो, नॉन वूवन मटेरियल अवेलेबल है। लेकिन इन केस ऑफ प्लग ट्रेज और जो ना पॉलीथीन्स जिनमें सैपलिंग्स तैयार करते हैं, आजकल बायोडिग्रेडेबल प्लास्टिक अवेलेबल है। बायोडिग्रेडेबल, नॉन एडिएबल वेजिटेबल से बनती है। नीदरलैंड्स में तो स्टार्च से भी बनते हैं, लेकिन वो कॉस्टली है। तो ऐसा हमें यूज करना चाहिए, नॉन वूवन मटेरियल को यूज करना चाहिए, या बायोडिग्रेडेबल प्लास्टिक का यूज होना चाहिए। सिंथेटिक प्लास्टिक का यूज मिनिमाइज होना चाहिए।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable inputs. I do agree with whatever you have said, but only these are my small concerns that I have seen myself. No, people are struggling.
Yeah.
Like the plastic waste that is there, it has been dumped up. No one is there to
हम
take
खुद ही
them.
नहीं मैडम, उनके हम खुद ही नहीं करते।
हाँ।
मैं ही खुद ही जो सबसे ज्यादा एडवोकेट करते थे, मैं करता था खुद।
जो
मैं
बायोडिग्रेडेबल,
अब यही करने लगा कि ये प्लास्टिक, सिंथेटिक प्लास्टिक का एग्रीकल्चर में यूज नहीं होना चाहिए।
करेक्ट।
या तो
लेकिन अभी बायोडिग्रेडेबल प्लास्टिक की जो,
जैसे पराली है, पराली के मैट्स बन रहे हैं आजकल, उन मैट्स को आप ऑर्चार्ड्स में, फ्रूट ऑर्चार्ड्स में यूज करो। या फिर अगर वेजिटेबल्स में यूज करना है तो आप नॉन वूवन मटेरियल का यूज करो। ठीक है, हमारे पास ग्रीन हाउस में कवरिंग मटेरियल के लिए कोई अल्टरनेटिव नहीं है, वो तो मैं जानता हूं, लेकिन उसका रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं कर सकते। लेकिन मल्चिंग का, लो टनल का, यहां तो रिप्लेसमेंट अवेलेबल है। तो जहां तक पॉसिबल है वहां तक हमें रिप्लेस करना चाहिए।
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay,
I
डॉक्टर।
think most of the queries are totally satisfied.
और
We are,
कब तक रहेगा आपका ये प्रोग्राम कंटिन्यू?
sir, 25th तक है सर ये।
20
को स्टार्ट हुआ 25th मई।
तो 25 मई तक। तो एक काम और कर सकते हैं, इसका आधा पोर्शन जो बच गया, क्वालिटी सीड प्रोडक्शन
यस सर,
इन वेजिटेबल्स, तो किसी
जी
दिन और ले सकते हैं।
डेफिनेटली सर।
आप अगर कहेंगे तो, क्योंकि
यस
मेरा
सर,
कन्वोकेशन है 15 को,
जी
इसलिए 3 दिन
आफ्टर,
की छुट्टी थी। आई एम हेडक्वार्टर, तो सब लगे हुए हैं। तो
जी
कन्वोकेशन के बाद फिर आप एक बार मेरे से 18-20
कॉन्टेक्ट,
के लगभग एक बार कॉल कर लेना। आई विल मेक
श्योर
ए प्रेजेंटेशन ऑन क्वालिटी सीड प्रोडक्शन इन वेजिटेबल्स, क्योंकि उसकी भी जरूरत है। वो भी एग्री एंटरप्रेन्योर वेंचर में जा सकता है वो चीज भी। ठीक है ना?
जी सर।
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। थैंक यू सर। थैंक यू सो मच। Thank you, dear participants. This was the total session of our today's session. Now, the rest of the session detail will be shared in your WhatsApp group, and we'll share the link likewise. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all. Thank you and thank you.